The chase for the championship is ready to begin. This year it's a run for the roses, and in the gate, no one is the clear number one. Big Red and Roses go hand in hand. So Tcu Nebraska and the national title. But it's been 4 years since the Huskers have played for the Big Prize. The quarterback who steps under center as Husker Nation taking title and Heisman. With a black strip defense ready to continue the Cornhuskers' dominant tradition. The thermometer in Canada still say summer, but today in the heartland, it's the fighting sounds of fall and the first step on the path to Pasadena. It's the season premiere of ABC College Football. The final Saturday in August means 25,000 students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln move into their dorms as classes get started on Monday. But this year it also means 76,000 Husker fans come on into their dorm for the fall semester. Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska. And we bring you inside the Tom Osborne Field, a sea of red, for the principal financial group, Pigskin Classic, number 4 in the preseason, Nebraska, against another team that was 10-2 last year, the Horned Frogs of TCU, now out of Conference USA. Good afternoon, everyone. Mike Tirico, along with Tim Brandt, are privileged to welcome you to the 36th consecutive season of college football on ABC. Next 15 Saturdays, you can see great games, and it all culminates with the Bowl Championship Series. The Rose Bowl, 131 days away, Tim, but will Nebraska play for the national title? Well, they certainly can, Mike, and I think they will. This is still Nebraska, and the Cornhuskers are always very much in the hunt. You need a couple things to win the national championship. A favorable schedule. You need a little luck, and you need a great leader. Let's talk about the schedule. 8 games here at home in Lincoln. 8 plus their big ones. Notre Dame, Kansas State, Oklahoma, all right here, where they're 81-3 over the last 13 years. Well, luck, who knows? But how about a leader? What do they have? One is Eric Kraus, the quarterback, the Heisman Trophy candidate. He's big, he's strong. Now, they all feel distractions have been well documented, but forget that now. In between the lines, they all rally around Kraus, and he's a great one. Jimmy, what about TCU? New head coach, brand new conference, 28 seniors that left, and LaDainian Tomlinson, best running back the last 2 years in college football. He's gone also. Without a doubt, they'll miss LT and they'll miss all those guys. They also take a step up. But I will tell you this, they still have Casey Brenner. He's the quarterback. He's the starter. He's 18-4 as a starter. Will there be pressure on him today? You bet. Will he be able to pull it through this team through? I'm not sure. I doubt it. But this is a solid player. He's a terrific player. Are they ready? We'll find out. Are you ready? I bet you are. We'll send it to John Saunders and Terry Bowden, Times Square Stadium in New York, and then bring you back for kickoff of TCU and Nebraska. First, John and Terry. Mike, thanks a lot. Once again, New York is the nerve center for all of college football this year as we welcome you inside Times Square Stadium to score the highlights of defense all season long. Getting to this game between TCU and Nebraska, the two quarterbacks, the guys we talked about, these are two of the most successful guys who are returning. Yet, John, we have to remind ourselves that the most important attribute of a college quarterback is not how well he throws the ball or how well he runs the offense, but how well he leads the team to victory. As you can see, Eric Kraus and Casey Sanders have done a great job of leading the team to victory. On the minds of every coach, they're 0-0 right now. They're thinking of the Rose Bowl presented by AT&T, the 4th year of the Bowl Championship Series. Here's the formula as it's been for the entire 4 years. Traditional poll, computer ratings, strength of schedule, and losses. But they tweaked it this year in part because of Miami being looked over in favor of Florida State, a team they beat last year. So a quality win over a BCS top 15 team will add to your stature, replace 2 computer ratings since you've got rid of a couple that emphasize margin of victory, and they guaranteed at large bids from BCS teams. Number 3 and number 4 ranked teams will now automatically win. I like to really do like always on basically, but less important how good you think that team and more important how good the team is that you beat. Made a good system a little bit better. All right, we of course will see you at halftime. And coming up, Nebraska and TCU. Coaches are feeling pretty good about their teams right now. Frank Stoltz and Gary Patterson is coming up next. Beautiful car.
Here's horsepower, V6 engine, that the name is all over. You like it?
I love it.
I feel a test drive coming on. You ready? I'm ready.
I'm done. I want this car. I will take this car.
You got to get this drive.
No, I'm going to take the car. I want it.
Let's put this thing on the road.
Let's go for a test drive. Test drive over. I want the car.
Chevy and power. You'll be there.
After throwing one into the barn and another into the chicken coop, I thought, wait a minute. My store showman is deciding where the ball goes. Just as I was ready to pack it in, I remember what my doctor told me about Advil. He said for pain and stiffness, the best thing was to keep moving, and he recommended Advil to make it easy. Advil is strong enough to let me control the pain and the ball. Take Advil and take control. For a great car at a great rate. Call or click Christie. For men, every morning is the same routine. The desperate search for a way to relieve the pain after shaving. There's a better way to soothe your skin. New Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm is an advanced blend of moisturizers and vitamins that soothe and actually improve your skin. Nivea Aftershave Balm. More evolved skincare. For a great car at a great rate. Call and click Christie. For the 112th year of Nebraska football, the Huskers take the field to another sellout crowd. Down on Tom Osborne Field, here's Todd Harris.
And Nebraska, the IBAC tradition runs deep, but this year at IBAC, they are on unsettled ground. The expected starter was suspended by Coach Frank Zolich. They're in Egypt. He will have to sit out this game. So that leaves the Cornhuskers with a trio of untested gentlemen. Thunder Collins gets the start. He'll be backed up by two more sophomores, and combined they only have 138 total career yards. So Coach Frank Zolich will watch this position very closely to find out which of these gentlemen is the most productive. But Mike and Tim, I gotta think he's gonna see the most productive guy is quarterback Eric Krause. He has over 2,300 career yards. It could be interesting. Back to you, Michael.
That's a good option to have in the backfield. Pardon the fun with the word option. Nebraska won the toss, deferred the option to the second half. TCU is ready to take it. Both Springfield and LaTerrence Dunbar ready to receive. Dunbar, the last 2 years, has led the nation in kickoff returns. Kendro DeAngelis, freshman from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, will kick it off for the Huskers. The ball blew off the tee as in the last 2 hours. A pretty good-sized northwesterly wind has developed here. It's like a fall day. It's been so hot here in Lincoln the entire week, and now this wind blows through, brings this front. Temperature is cooling down. It's a breaking day for the new IBAC at Nebraska. DeAngelo steps forward and welcomes to college football 2001. Confusion, Springfield ends up taking it and takes it up the middle to the 26-yard line. That's where Casey Brennan and the TCU offense will take over. Richards is a junior. He started as a true freshman. All of his numbers came improved last year, his sophomore season. The thing about him, Mike, is he's a tremendous athlete, great arm strength with patience. He's got good feet, but he has to settle down early here, and I think the entire team needs some early success. I think some days you really have that feeling that they're going into a tough situation against Nebraska, and so every little bit of success that they get, the more first downs that they can get, obviously, keep Krause on the sidelines is a good thing. So it's Gary Patterson on the sideline. He coached the bowl game last year. This is first regular season game. Ricky Madison goes nowhere. Chris Kelsey is up. They stop him on the defensive front for Nebraska. So check the Principal Financial Group starting lineup. That TCU line up front, they lost 4 fifth-year seniors. The only one back is Victor Payne up front. As for the people who will handle the ball, you would see Matt Sobel at the H-back. He's a sophomore. They want to get involved. Ricky Madison has to replace the great runner, LaDainian Tomlinson. Dunbar is the man they want to get the ball in his hands 10 to 15 times this afternoon. There he is in motion, number 3. Second and 11 after a loss of a yard. Richards to the air. Will keep it. Sobel helps the block, and Critters takes out of bounds. The yard short the first down to 35. Again by Chris Kelsey. Up on that Nebraska front, Kelsey's one of 4 returning starters with experience. They didn't start all last year. They need to be healthy and play better this year. Shanley over at the weak side linebacker spot, he may be the best of this bunch, but the middle linebacker spot with Jamie Burrow is one to watch. Back in the secondary, the best player I think on defense, Theo Craver. Juwan Gross at the other corner is good. Deion Booker was going to be a free safety. They moved him to Wilson this year. Willie Amos is going to ease into the season at the safety spot for the Browns. Third and short yard. They run for it with Madison, who has the first down. TCU with a little power football at Nebraska. There's that early success we're talking about. Mike, 2 plays, first down. And the more that they can do that, I'm telling you right now that the TCU offense will be their best defense today. The more first downs they can get, shorten the game, melt the clock, keep crowds on the sidelines, that's the best thing that could happen to the Horned Frogs. From the Nebraska 37. Dunbar, Miller. Talk about the speed of the Cornhusker defense. You see some of it right there. Willie Amos up to the free safety spot with Jamie Burrow, the middle linebacker. They're going to move Dunbar around. We saw him in motion on the first play. They tried to get it to him, but Printer's carry. Here, they just put him on a quick out slant. They just want to get the ball to him immediately and let his athletic talents take over. They want him to touch the ball about 15 times at the minimum today. They've got to get the ball in his hands or Printer's hands. We'll keep track of that. There's one. No yardage. Actually, a loss of 1. Seconded along the 11. We've got junior John Mueller in the game. And fullback, a nice block for the sophomore Ricky Madison. The third is out of 6 for TCU. Surprised they didn't throw a flag there for an incidental face mask as he came through. A hand got caught in the basket and let go immediately. But I want you just to watch his hand as he comes through. Number 1, pretty good hole. They overrun the pursuit. He takes it up inside. Now watch this. See the hand grab his face mask there? Should have been a flag. 5 more yards. Can't use the officials today. Neutral true in this preseason game. 3rd and 6, needing to get this guy the 48 to keep the drive alive. It's Kane Hudnall. Nothing. Pat Ricketts came off the bench. An extra DB in there for the TCU department. The first big play of the game for TCU, 3rd down and long, and the sophomore makes a terrific hit. He's out there by himself. Here comes 28. You break down, you come under control, you put your hat in his number. He did it perfectly. Tommy kicking. He had a broken leg last year. He's back this year. Nice kick. With Theo Craven. Returning to the 49-yard line. So that's where Nebraska will get his hands on the ball first time in 2001. 45-yard punt. Did you see who made that tackle? It was Terrence Dunbar. He's going to be all over the field today. On to the field comes the Nebraska quarterback. Heisman talk, the title talk, all around. Eric Crouch in his 4th year started with 187 yards today. He's up the all-time Nebraska total leader in offense, passing Tommy Frazier. He has to do a lot. The I-backs will be tested as well. This fullback they have is Judd Davies, who goes nowhere on first down. Charlie Owens, the weak safety, left charge for TCU defenders. Check the rest of the Nebraska offense on the principal financial group starting line. The left side of the line is back. The right side is brand new. Can that pipeline continue the tradition of 350 yards a game like last year? As for the ball handlers, the best may be Tracy Whitcomb, All-American candidate tight end. Receivers unproven. Thunder Collins, the I-back, is in the crosshairs today. His first carry of the season is without to the 37-yard line. Judd Davies, the fullback, led the way. Running through TCU's defense, which led the nation in scoring last year. They lost a lot of seniors, though. The only one back up front is Chad McCarty. It's a 4-2-5. Chad Bear was the top tackler last year. The most experienced of the guys back. He comes back in the secondary for Goss, Owens, and Springfield. The corner are the 3 returning starters. 4-2-5 is unique. It's based on quickness, not size, and it attacks the corners with 5 defensive backs over the nickel. Option on 33. Crouch keeping. And he has the first down. Taken out of the 48-yard line. But Eric Crouch moves the chains on 3rd down. The way to stop the option at TCU TCU should be well aware of this because they run almost the entire thing the same way that Nebraska does. The defense needs it a lot. But you have to put 6 guys on the side of the option. You have to outnumber them. You can't go 1-for-1. Here he just breathes. He gets a block just long enough to hold up the defender. And once number 2 Hilliard's out of the way, Kraft just takes it around the corner. You have to outnumber them. You can't do it individually. You can't do it one-on-one. Crowd to work out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Physically repaired right shoulder, not that good. Takes off. First down and 4. To the 19-yard line. 33 yards, and Wilson Thomas for a terrific block. So dangerous because of his speed. He also has great vision. He gets good blocking. He sees the pressure coming from the outside, so he takes it up the middle. Now, this is smart right here. He gets over near the sideline. Some guys give up on the play. He's still near the sideline. I would have stepped out there. You can't afford to get him hurt. You get him hurt, the national championship goes out the window. The great play by Kraft. Another Nebraska first down. Jason Goss may have saved the touchdown, but it's first and goal, Big Red. Mike, what we're seeing is just power football. Nobody plays power football better than Nebraska. I mean, they do it with counters, and they mix in the options, and they'll throw occasionally. But it is Nebraska power football. The offensive line of Nebraska outweighs the defensive line of TCU by 50 pounds a man. And they're always dangerous down here going to the tight end. Austin Collins, Nebraska, touchdown. Boy, that's an impressive drive right there, partner. And for TCU, you see it, you know it's coming. Straight ahead, no fair dodging. It's not that complicated. They just beat you physically. And you have to be saying in your head right now, this doesn't bode well for the rest of the afternoon. Sends D'Angelis is off the extra point. Josh Brown, the junior kicker, suspended for a game. I'll tell you why later, but D'Angelis has the extra point. 4th string last year gets the start on opening day. Thunder Collins, his first career touchdown. Same as it ever was. 1 drive, 1 score. Nebraska on. Oh, yeah.
Want happy employees? Help secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader, financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
Hello, baby. We're glad to have you on. Hello, baby. You hadn't gone too long. Come right in and tell me how you've been. I just miss you since you've been gone.
More that food and non-sheltered.
You're looking swell.
We'll be there.
Red light.
My, what these calories you have. My, what low calorie things you have. My, this one's just right. My, what you guys have. You have no idea.
Great tasting 1 calorie Pepsi water. This one's just right. Camp is where it all begins. And championship dreams are born. The American Bowl. Raiders, Cowboys. Monday night at 8 Eastern on ABC. Thunder Collins, who had a run-in with the law during the summer. Two misdemeanor assault charges were eventually dropped. He was not suspended. He was starting in place of Darren Dietrich, who was involved in an off-campus incident this past week. Well, exactly 1 week ago tonight, as a matter of fact. Frank Stowers suspended Dietrich for 1 game, but he sees his replacement Collins, put Nebraska on the board, leading 7-0. Short kickoff. Their catch signal was made and taken by TCU's backup tight end, Stanley Moss. The TCU down 7-0 takes the field. Tim, we mentioned all the seniors they lost. Here are the key people that are no longer with them. Well, and you're talking about some serious people, too. I mean, start with LT, Damian Tomlinson. He led the nation in rushing. You got Aaron Schobel. He was the defensive player of the year in the conference. And then, of course, you have your head coach go to Alabama, and all of a sudden you're saying, hey, wait a minute, what do we have left? It's a hard-working group, though. And if you look at this, most players like the TCU, it's fifth in the nation. So you lost not only a lot of players and a coach, but quality players. Chris is the quarterback, one of the big names back. He throws on first down again to Game Hudson. Hudson got up again, but it was down at the 33-yard line. Nice pickup of 7 yards. Hudson is a sophomore at Lehigh School, Tyler, Texas. There are a ton of Texans and young talent on this team, but Tim, the key word there is young. Yeah, without question. And I think it's imperative now that Casey Prenters maintains his composure, keeps everybody together. You know, they got a first down the last time. They moved the ball okay, almost got the play to get the first down on the second drive. It's just for their second series. He just has to keep everybody together here and be patient. Dunbar is the man in motion. And an option to Ricky Madison. Coach Sobel couldn't get the block on the corner, but Madison got past the 36. That's another first down for TCU. He talks about staying calm. Casey Prenters knows that's something he must focus on not only this season, but especially today.
I'm starting to become more composed as a quarterback, staying more grounded, not getting too excited, because that's the problem for me. I get in the game, I get kind of hyped up, and I just calm down and know that I have to lead the football team.
And Tim, a lot of that work was done in the offseason by Gary Patterson, just letting him know, Casey, just because Damian Tomlinson's not here, you don't have to carry the whole load. You try to carry the ball there, and got slowed under, nowhere to go. That's Nebraska's Casey Nelson, the senior, made the play.
You make a good point there, Mike, but it's not always that easy. I mean, when you look at everybody that's gone, especially with LT, Casey feels like he's got to carry this team on his shoulders, and that's something that Gary Patterson's trying to work through. This is a guy that completed almost 60% of his passes the first 2 years. Just 13 interceptions and 326 passes, I think. And he's got now, 59 straight or something like that without a pick. So he's a confident guy. He just can't try to do too much. That's hard to do.
After the loss of 4, second and 14, gets away from Mark Vetro. Now has nowhere to go. Does have some space and blockers on the inside. He throws on the run. Behind the secondary. From Schobel. Touchdown.
How about that?
Max Schobel, the senior, comes up with a huge play and a touchdown.
Is Casey Prenters dangerous? And I'll tell you something else, Michael, is the fact that everybody on that offensive line knows that he has that capability. They didn't give up on the play, and when it came back, they formed a line. Now I'm going to try to stop this video at one point, let it roll. Now watch when it comes back, and you watch all the white jerseys pick up the red.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled it behind and pulled the line, and by this time, Sobel had cleared coverage. Great job by the offensive line, and of course, Prenters using that athletic ability.
So Max Schobel, the H-back inside, and his cousin Bo plays on the defensive side. They hook up for a 67-yard touchdown, and Nick Brown, the left-footed sophomore soccer player, adds the extra point. The few folks in purple among the sea of red have reason to celebrate and cheer. 67 yards. Prenters to Schobel. The TCU makes something happen in Lincoln. All tied at 7. Cross through. Mountain Cold. Scores live. Scores live.
It's not for sale. No. Some things are just too good to let go of. That's why the Valvoline Maxlight. First motor oil formulated for higher mileage engines. Maxlight conditions you seals to help prevent leaks and helps you hold on to your car for a long, long time. Don't even think about it. Valvoline Maxlight. For a simple way to keep your wheels looking great, use Eagle 1 A to Z wheel cleaner. Beautiful car.
Feeling some horsepower, V6 engine, everything was all over. You like it?
I love it.
I feel a test drive coming on. You ready? I'm ready.
I'm done. I want this car. I will take this car.
You got to take this ride.
No, I'm going to take the car. I want it.
Let's put this thing on the road.
Let's go for a test drive. Test drive over. I want the car.
Chevy and Power.
We'll be there.
Casey Brennan has been working on that right thigh while you were away.
Looks like you might have tweaked the muscle, pulled the muscle a little bit in that thigh.
After some of the moves he made on that play, I understand that
He certainly didn't get hit at the end of it, so he's trying to stretch it out, so he might have just tweaked the muscle.
TCU silenced the crowd for a moment. Gary Patterson, age 41, 3 years the defensive coordinator at TCU. He's his team tied at 7 as James Hudnall, sophomore, kicks it, and Josh Davis catches for the Huskies. Takes it out to the 23, 17 on the return, and that's an area Nebraska has worked very hard on this summer. The Principal Financial Group Tcu Vs on ABC Sports, brought to you by the Principal Financial Group. We understand what you're looking for. Chevrolet, if only everything was as dependable as a Chevy, will be there. Advil, nothing you can buy is proven to work better than Advil. And new Nivea for men after shave balm. More evolved skincare.
Like, it is critical that TCU come out and do something defensively. They've got to make it stop. It was too easy for Nebraska the first year. 6 plays, took 2 minutes for the touchdown.
Crouch to the air on first down. There now has surgically repaired arm. Big catch by Wilson Thomas. The junior takes it all the way out to the 40.
Flag back in the line of scrimmage. It looks like it should be holding against Nebraska. Will bring it back.
38 yards and right there.
And a huge break for TCU.
Tim, we point out Crouch when he goes back to pass. Everyone in Lincoln wants to see that shoulder after the second straight summer of surgery on the throwing shoulder, and he looked pretty good there.
Well, and it's interesting when we talked to Frank Solich about it, he said that this surgery actually improved his motion. He's thrown it like a baseball before, and now with the surgery, he kind of freed his shoulder up, and he's throwing better than he's ever thrown.
Illegal hands to the face on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Repeat first down.
Huge break for TCU. Watch number 77 right here. See the hands to the face. He gets them up high. He got the face mask. Used that to his advantage. That leverage is an unfair attack, and of course they bring it back. But, you're talking about throwing, Mike. There are a lot of people that believe if Nebraska is going to win the national championship, this team is going to have to throw. And to be honest, Crouch did not throw well last year. He only completed 48% of his passes. They don't have to improve on that if they're going to get the pass team in.
After the penalty, it's first and 20. To a ball handling issue, Crouch is just going to keep it. And gains is 2 yards. Away the second is Bob Harris.
Thank you, Michael. Story on Casey Brennan as he seems to be fine. He's got a little strain in the quadricep. He looks to me that I'm going to be all right. The big story is the tight end, Matt Strobel. He's out for the half. Pulled something in his hamstring. They'll reevaluate it in the locker room halftime, but he will have no more action this half. Mike?
And Todd, that hamstring injury only allowed Strobel to practice 1 week on the way leading up to this season. He is so key in their offense. Second and 18, Nebraska. Well, hits the Collins. He's lucky to get to it. One of the concerns of not having Derek Jeter is the optics. Crouch and Collins haven't worked as much on the optics. Right after we're done, the U.S. Championship game of the Little League World Series. Those Bronx Baby Bombers from New York take on Florida. The winner goes to the World Championship game that you'll see tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern. It's the Little League World Series, presented by Honda, next on ABC. By the way, that game will be available in SAP for the third and long. Nebraska perhaps to try to Wistrom. Not much happening. Up to the 20. And Tim, as he said, he is able to get a defensive stop.
Well, they used 5 defensive backs. Number 17 right there is Charlie Owens. He's the team leader, the tone setter. They move him around all the time. He's going to lead you to the ball. Here he is right here. They knew they were going to the tight end Wistrom. He was their leading receiver last year. So where's Owens? He's blocked on the tight end. He makes the tackle to stop. Great call defensively by Chuck Grisbach.
Kyle Larson, first punt as a Nebraska Cornhusker. Sophomore trying to continue the walk-on tradition of good punting at Nebraska. Wow. About 55 yards with a wow. Nice move by Jason Goss to miss the first man. A flag is down as Goss fights forward to the 38. The flag down where he got it.
You know, you always have the risk here of blocking the back, but I think they may have encroached in the circle. That receiver has that 2-yard circle to make that catch, and the coverage was down so quickly they may have gotten in there, but no, that's not it.
Beyond Patterson's feet,
which would probably be a block in the back.
illegal block in the back during the return. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. So a longer field for TCU. They'll start from their own 15. Casey Critters and the Horned Frogs are all tied. A 2/3 of the way through the first quarter.
Here we go.
Kelly Warner starting on the bus.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Yeah, good. Cool.
I don't know if I want to go though.
That'll be fun.
I want to hang out with you.
Good and cool. First day. Be there. First days are always the most scary.
Count on Malibu to be there with over 100 standard features from a V6 and Air anti-lock brake. Chevy Malibu. It's dependable, just like you.
Big stuff is going on here at 7-Eleven. The new Big Stuff Combo. Two good Italian Big Stuff things. 3 kinds of meat and provolone too. One smoked turkey with split. Plus a big gulp and a big wrap chip. It's a bigger, better summer.
Does anyone here at the Beef and Bird Barbecue Cook-Off use a gas grill?
Yes, but no, definitely a no.
So when it comes to flavor, proven fact that charcoal is better than gas. What kind of charcoal?
Oh, Kingsford, definitely.
Kingsford. Seriously?
100%.
Kingsford charcoal. It just tastes good everything.
Oh, yeah.
One happy employee helps secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader, financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
A man approached me. He told me that the U.S. government might be interested in talking to me. Oh, he told me the benefit of profile.
Sundays they fall on EBC.
Back in Lincoln, First and 10 TCU. First and 10 Live is presented by Pontiac. And Casey Critters in the Horned Frogs. Long field to deal with. Time is set. Austin Madison. Nowhere for Ricky Madison to go. The black shirt. The Nebraska defensive tradition continues. Scott Shanley led the charge. Okay, let's talk for a second about Ricky Madison and Corey Connolly, the backs will have to replace. LT, as he was known, LaDainian Tomlinson, 5th overall pick in the NFL draft by San Diego. The guy ran for 4,000 yards the last 2 years. There's big shoes to fill.
Well, they sure are. Ricky Madison comes in. He's only 5'9". He's a sophomore. He is the fastest back that they have. They say he's got good speed. But it's hard to beat it around the corner when you've got 3 or 4 guys in red jerseys waiting for you. And then there's Conley. He's 5'11", 187. He had an excellent spring, solid camp, but he's not experienced either. Play action for Bridges. Incomplete for Dunbar. Locked up on the other number 3. Tcu Vs. Both number 3s, and TCU has the ball. It's a place to watch. Maybe the best offensive player for the Horned Frogs, best defensive player for the Huskers. You know, I'm going to tell you something. Dunbar got a little separation here. He kind of pushed off to back. That ball should be right there. But Printers is hurt. He's limping around out there. He doesn't look comfortable. Every time he has a chance, he holds his quad. You know, he grabs his side. And he's having a problem with it right now. Casey's first incompletion. That was a poorly thrown ball, too, probably because of the low. That time, but it's incomplete, looking for Hudnall coming across the middle, and that's 3 and out. With 2 incomplete passes, didn't let a lot of time go off the clock either. Now, that's impatient. He's got to take more time. As a matter of fact, he ought to take more time getting to the line of scrimmage, be comfortable with it, get the play set. That's a terrific defensive stand by the defense, though. So it'd be a Sadi back to kick. Theo Braver on the return. Sadi missed that one. So it worked out okay. Kept tumbling forward and will be down by Dunbar at 44. Just 56 yards of field for Frank Solis' offense after a 41-yard kick. Then what about their key losses? Well, obviously, when you look at the running back, you look at Alexander and Buckholzer, and that's a huge loss because those 2 guys were huge last year. You mentioned the right side of the line when you did lineup. Rail and Hockstein, they were big, they were strong, and they were the leaders up front. That's a huge loss. Now you factor in the fact that they have wide receivers are gone, Matt Davison, and of course, who they have Bobby Newsom on the other side. Quality receiver there. So big losses for Nebraska as well. Collins goes down, not much, just a couple of yards. You can't overrate the 2 running backs that they lost, and that's why there's so much focus on the I-back spot. When you lose your number 8 and number 10 all-time running backs in yardage games, you're talking about 2 Nebraska top 10 all-time rushers. That's significant experience. Well, and of course they won the rushing title last year for the 6th time in 9 years. But they need a quick-footed, fast-mouth guy to really run them through the road for them. And they really haven't had that since Mike Rozier and Mark Phillips, anybody of that caliber anywhere. After a gain of 2 on 2nd down, Kraus keeps on the option. And he stops. Nice job by Keaton. He was playing the option there. He'll bring up 3rd down. Chad Tcu off the nose. Help leave the line charge to allow Marcus McDonald to come clean up and make the tackle. It's imperative that Nebraska capitalizes on this field position. Normally, you cut the field in half and put them up by midfield like this, it's like running downhill for them. But this could be a huge boost for TCU if they can make the stop here. Spread it out with 4 receivers, crouch out of the gun. He's so dangerous running in these situations. Throws it down. John Gibson. Much more for Gibson. To the 11-yard line. Jason Goss recovered, but too late. Well, I don't know if they're going up after Goss on purpose or not, but the long pass completion that was pulled back because of the hands of space, that was on Jason Goss. Now they go on Jason Goss again. You see 17 here, that's Owen. He'll take the slant across the middle. It leads the outside one-on-one. That's Goss, and he loses the battle. I mean, he got trapped. He lost his balance. He lost his leverage. Consequently, a big pickup for Nebraska. 41 yards is big for Gibson, a senior playing in his 6th year because of injury. He's at college. And to his own man, that's the only thing, and takes him from the end zone. Ian the offensive lineman, is so big. Collins couldn't bounce off him and keep going, but it's 1 yard shy of the Nebraska touchdown. He's not a very big guy, 6'2", 190. Look even thinner than that. Especially when you look at his legs. He's got real thin legs, but he's quick. What Frank Solis tells us yesterday, kind of a receiver body he arrived here. The receiver body, a big-time name, Thunder Collins. That's who was that for a running back. And that's his real name. His dad is Thunder Sr. First down, and right at the goal line for the touchdown is Kraus. He is just short of 6, but it will be first and goal, Nebraska. Kraus didn't like it because it looked like he got across the plane, but his knee hit first. The officials were right on it. Nebraska, as you know, always excellent in the red zone. And TCU's offense last year was also terrific in the red zone. They didn't score but 1 time when they got in the red zone. Nebraska 46 out of 51. You know what's amazing about that, Mike? Look at the touchdown. I mean, the majority of them are touchdowns. Scoring in the red zone is one thing. It's always good to walk away with at least 3, but they walk away with touchdowns. But what does that tell us? These 2 teams being so good in the red zone tells you how about the running game. The running down, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know, a lot of people get on Nebraska for running the ball too much, but the success they have, I mean, it's incredible. Actually, opposing defense is about 350 yards a game. Kraus keeps and scores. Touchdown, Nebraska. goal line have become both at 300 pounds. Pinotti 340. Garrison is almost 290. Rutherford is 300 pounds. I mean, that's a load. Waldrop is 330. And they're going against smaller guys. These TCU guys, the biggest guy on the defensive line is Q at 277. 42nd career rushing touchdown for Eric Krause, and that is very blunt. It was one of the usual pop snaps of trouble, and nothing going as the holder, so Christman had to take it and try to run with it. And Hilliard makes the stop, and Nebraska's lead is 13-7. Rare that you see a bad snap. John Garrison was perfect his first 2 years. Never made a bad snap, but some trouble there. Frank Soldier's team only leads by 6. We talked about Thunder Collins. Darren Deacon suspended. He was supposed to be the starting I-back for this game. We sat with Frank and told us how difficult it was to make the decision for the suspension for a player who worked hard all offseason and really was ready to step into his new role.
We're able to win and play 13-14 games. You're talking about somewhere around 8% of your season gone when you sit out one game, and that's pretty heavy when you work year-round. There is certainly put himself in position to be the starter for us. That was his goal and dream once he stepped into our program here to become the starter, and for him then to be taken out of that in a nationally televised game, I think it's a clear penalty.
The reason Dietrich was arrested a week ago tonight was failure to disperse. There was trouble at a night spot down on O Street, the hot spot here in Lincoln, and he was told to leave and didn't. There was no alcohol involved. The players did not have alcohol in the system. But Frank Soldier is trying to draw a bold red line and say, guys, no more. Dietrich stepped over it, and no matter who it is, had to pay the price. I'm going to tell you something, too. By making that as tough as it is, he's very close to Dietrich, too. He didn't really want to do it. He's right. He said it was hard. It was the only decision. And the team, I'm sure, was respected for it. Great kick by James at the end was that time. It is a touchback for TCU. So tomorrow, our college football opening weekend continues. Taking to the Meadowlands of East Western New Jersey. Watch Syracuse take on George Garcia, number 13, Georgia Tech. The kickoff class is live at 2 Eastern on ABC Sports. Brad Niffler, Bob Reese, Lynn Swan settling in Jersey. And they'll bring you that one tomorrow. The Orange been coming off a non-bowl season at 6-5, and a lot expected for Georgia Tech. There's not only Garcia, but Kelly Campbell back, 9 starters on the defensive side. But it's going to be interesting to see Tech, though, offensively without Ralph Friedman, who is the mastermind of that offense. Former offensive coordinator in Atlanta is the new head coach at Maryland. First down run, Ricky Madison. He drops a couple of yards. That's the first down problem. Casey Nelson of the Nebraska defense, Bedford the linebacker, so good against the run, they put you in these impossible second and long situations. The other point that we really haven't touched on, we talked about all the guys that they've lost. TCU lost 26 seniors in all. So one ball now have to develop a chemistry. They've got to find out what they're made of. Coming in here, I really believe it's a win-win situation, regardless of the outcome. You get a big payday, you get national TV exposure. It's easier to recruit than to say, hey, look, this play was drafted. I think it's all good for them. They've had to take a timeout. They broke the huddle with 12 players who were trying to walk one off the field, and that would have been a penalty. So Casey Prater was off the sidelines eye, and they were trying to tell him to take time out and step away for a minute. Okay, it's an interesting question because a lot of people have asked me, why in the world, with all these seniors lost, would TCU come in here in a game where you have very little chance to win, when it's the first regular season game for a new head coach? Well, we talked about the money, you talked about the paycheck, you talked about the exposure and how that helps recruiting. Of course, if you're going to have big-time facilities and you want to develop a big-time program, you have to play teams like this. The thing about Gary Patterson is coming in, he's looking at this team and saying, hey, we're taking a step up in caliber because if you look at the schedule, we're playing better teams in a different conference that a lot of people really believe is a step up for them. You play in Nebraska right out of the gate. Can anybody be better than that? And so they should mentally get a little bit of advantage too as they go into this new conference. So I really think for Gary Patterson and TCU, regardless of the outcome today, this is a win-win situation. If they can come out of here without major injuries, not all be at this point, they've got a chance to really make it a positive, a true positive for this season and beyond. Point well taken. Absolutely correct. So Gary told us, he said, you keep asking folks we want your money so we can build better facilities, attract better players down to the Metroplex in Dallas, Fort Worth. At some point, you've got to measure yourself against the best. Clearly, they're doing that this afternoon and winning. They want to make sure that Tennessee season last year was an aberration. Here comes another flag.
before the snap, going to be 2nd and 11. Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
You know what you're seeing here? You're seeing opening day. Invariably opening day. This is the best team. And you've also seen it in Nebraska already with a couple of flags. You know, you get that inconsistency, timing off a little bit, everything's not sharp, offense. This is just opening day.
And we saw it with the missed snap on the extra point. Special teams, always a concern week 1. Second and 16. Trying to establish a run. Ricky Madison, a cutback. Uses his speed and is a yard short of the first down. Deion Booker, the senior the most inside California, chased him down, but chance to pick it up now. 3rd and a couple coming up.
That's a nice play by Booker, who did chase him down. It was 1-on-1. He had to use his speed and keep him from that first down mark, which also now gives the defense another shot at making the stop and turning the ball over with a punt.
Good TCU. Let the clock run out. No need to rush the play. You're playing Nebraska. The fewer plays, the less they can score. You know, we laugh about that, but that's absolutely correct. You want to score the game. You want to keep crowds on the sideline. 15 minutes in the books on a perfect 80-degree afternoon in Lincoln. Frank Bowen, the team scored early. TCU answered with a surprise, but Nebraska came back with another touchdown. Nebraska 13, TCU 7, opening quarter of the Principal Financial Group 16 Classic.
Circuit City presents the Big Picture. In 1997, the Cornhuskers faced off against the Missouri Lakers in Columbia. The game went to overtime as Scott Frost led the team to a 45-38 victory. What you may not have known is that Nebraska's #1 ranking was on the line as they trailed by 7 points with no timeouts and 1 minute left in regulation. This incredible play as time expired enabled Nebraska to go on to victory. Question about DirecTV?
Yeah, I'll hear this thing hits like an insane amount of sports channel.
That's what I want. Sports 24/7.
What's that?
You're absolutely right, sir. With DirecTV, you and your family can enjoy wonderful educational channels together.
Oh, it's like that.
We know how you feel. And that's why we're here, Circuit City. We're with you.
Educational.
Really? Yeah.
Huh.
You ready for a cold one? Yeah.
Cold.
Not sure it's right.
Here's life.
You want to do something to
Just falling off that.
Always changing, rearranging, get into the new.
How about McDonald's new taste menu? It's something new.
Letting out from within, take the world all around.
Something's different. Something's changing all the time.
Always changing, rearranging, get into the new. Oh, the new favorite chips is waiting for you.
McDonald's new taste menu. The place to look when you're looking for a change.
Second coffee.
Is this Terry? Hello, Terry. Unfortunately, your coffee's not good moment. Here I am.
Talk to her later.
Hannibal, ready to buy it today.
With Tim Brett, Scott Harris, Mike Tirico, glad you're with us for the Principal Financial Group 16 Classic. Oh, Tim, not too bad, TCU in the opening quarter. Now, those numbers are a little bit skewed, Mike, because the both sides had a couple of big plays long runs, but I'll tell you, TCU has to be happy with that. First downs are almost even, time of possession is almost even. TCU, they try to run the left side with Ricky Madison, but Barrett Rude, true freshman from Lincoln, who they love here in Nebraska, said none of that. It will be 4th down in a punting situation for the Horned Frogs.
So that was a big stop by Nebraska. Certainly, I mean, it was third down and short. They make the stop. Dunbar hadn't really been involved in the game. He's got one pass completion, one reception rather.
Here's Sabi in front. Twin safeties now. Juwan Gross and Theo Craver go back to Nebraska. And Nebraska has put a lot of work in special teams. They were unhappy with return last year. Gross let it hit. Flying down. couple of them, and Gross goes down to the 28-yard line. Now, maybe back to the practice field for more work. It's not a smooth-looking return at all.
His penalty might take him back to the practice field.
And with Terrence Dunbar maybe shaken up for TCU.
Boy, how about that? You know, if you're Gary Patterson, you have to be just shaking your head because already you've got Printers with a tweaked muscle in his quad. He's not in full speed now, and he's your star. The other star is with Terrence Dunbar, and now he's down.
Hold on Nebraska, face mask on TCU. Dunbar, fortunately, looks to be okay. And of course, that Max Strobel caught the touchdown out for the rest of the half of his hamstring. Terrence led the nation in kickoff returns the last 2 years, and not often see that player on kick coverage. But the speed lead is there for TCU.
Got 2 flags down, and I don't think it's for the same penalty.
One's the hold on the Nebraska, one's the 5-yard face mask for TCU. We had an illegal box in the back on the return. We had a face mask on the kicking team. The penalty's offset. Repeat fourth down. That works well for Nebraska. You know, Tim, it gives us a good chance to let the fans know that there were no significant rule changes in the offseason. 6 small rules that really don't factor in very often, but you come across them, will bring to your attention. The rules are about the same as last year. On Monday night, ABC wants to be Mexico City. The Dallas Cowboys and quarterback Quincy Carter take on the Oakland Raiders with Jerry Rice. The American Bowl. Monday Night Football on 80 Central, 5 Pacific, here on ABC. Now, Dan Dennis, Eric, and Melissa, south of the border. Cowboys and Raiders on Monday night. Joey Biastotti, the junior, punts again. See if Nebraska handles this one better. On the run, much better. Theo Fraser ran in to Dewan Gross. Fraser had a lot of space, and Gross knocked him down, but Nebraska will take over in TCU territory. The Principal Financial Group takes in classes on ABC. Brought to you by the Principal Financial Group. We understand what you're working for. Mobile and speed pass. Today's way to play. Cadillac, the fusion of design and technology. And Rocky Mountain Cold Forward Flight. Are you ready for a cold one? Not a hot one in Lincoln. It was over 100 for the season opener here last year. Overcast and right about 80 degrees today. Play after bouncing trouble and goes down. Across the heat from Marvin Godbolt, the strong safety, makes the play.
This is a 4-2-5 defense, which means that you've got 5 backs in there, and Godbolt came on the safety blitz. Here's a look at Frank Solich. Now, he's not only the head coach, but he also is the offensive coordinator. The plays that you're seeing now and have all through this ball game are all scripted. He's calling plays off the chart up until about 5 more plays. So whatever the down and distance, he has to design play to that situation. When he finds a scheme and a play that works, and the script goes away, he just starts to hammer.
Second and 21. What does the script say here? Incomplete. Pass was intended for the huge tight end Aaron Galladay. The fans were looking for pass interference, but none was called.
He's going to that script right now, and he's making the play, the call on the down and distance. So he said he'll do this throughout the first quarter, probably the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second quarter. Once he finds what has been working, then they go back, and that's what they start to hammer on. Put the defense in a lot of different situations to see where they're weak.
Third and 21 for Nebraska, leading by 6. Krause loosed it as the pressure came, but he was knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line by Charlie Owens. TCU defense has taken the early punch to the stomach and battled back a little bit. Nice stop here for the Horned Frogs.
How about that defensive stand by the Horned Frogs? Putting a lot of pressure. They come from the outside again. They blitz him on the corner. They try to force him out of there. Now everybody circles, and here comes 17 Owens. You got to really watch Krause. Not that actually it's 5, but his main focus today is Krause. Wherever he goes, you'll see Charlie Owens there.
Well, Gary Patterson carries the flip card in his pocket wherever he goes. He produced it on command for us during our meeting yesterday. He's bringing the heat.
They've got to blitz. It's a small team. They've got to beat him with quickness.
Kyle Larson. Beautiful kick. Josh caught it inside the 10. That's a no-no. And a flag came down as well. And Wilson Goff returned 3 kicks last year, but didn't remember Rule 1 of punt returning. Inside the 10, let it go. Check out the flag. Frank Stowers has to like what he's seen so far out of his punter, Kyle Larson.
I think Gary Patterson has to be pleased with his club as well.
No flag on the play. And TCU will take over at its own 9 when we come back. Keeping it down by second quarter. TCU's only down 6 at Nebraska.
Does it sometimes feel as if life's obstacles come at you? Introducing Film is 2002 Escalade. Powerful SUV. Escalade makes obstacles obsolete.
One happy employee helps secure their financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader. Financial solutions for you and growing businesses. We go 401k. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for. You like simple better than complicated. You like quick better than slow. You like easy better than hard. So now pay with SpeedPass for both mobile and Xcom. It's fast, it's free, and it links to a check card or major credit card you already have. Call toll free or visit speedpass.com. We're drivers too.
When I told my agent I was playing fantasy sports, she got the wrong idea.
Right, yeah. Pretty sure.
I would never do that. My time to delete the like of sports is just good fun. I could delete sports, flicks, facts, even those years.
Whatever you're interested in, you can do it on schedule.
JD Almonte showcased in a classic pitcher's duel in the Little League semifinal. Next, the Rock State Bombers take on Florida for the U.S. Championship. Next on EMC. Casey Prayers has a 67-yard touchdown pass in his numbers. Eric Krause's is weighted by a 33-yard run. Two running threats with good arms. Krause will now watch his Critters take over. Keeps the goal territory. TCU at its own 9. Trailing by 6. -2. There's nowhere to go on the defensive front. He's trying to run left, but keeps showing up. Well, Jamie Burrow got there in a hurry. The linebacker for Nebraska came through. Great play by the linebacker. Time for the first Aflac Trivia question of the season. Name of 5 teams who have finished in the top 25 each of the last 10 years. 5 teams have finished the season in the top 25 for a decade straight. Name them. Think about it. We'll check it with you. Oh, what an easy question to start with. Not, come on. You said it's hard. Illegal substitution on the offense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Exactly what happened to them earlier that forced them to call the timeout. Too many in the huddle before they broke the huddle. And again, the use of the explanations that are needed.
Yeah, those questions are always easy. You have a cheat sheet in front of you.
I got 4 of the 5 without the cheat sheet.
Well, you didn't give me a chance.
Just because you're over-prepared for week 1. It's loud down here. Second and 16. And the black shirt are coming after you. Nice ball fake by Critters, but his flag is down before this play ever got going. Nice little sleight of hand with the ball. Gary Patterson's offense is having some problems.
Hey, jumped a little bit too early.
Ball start, offense, penalty is half the distance to the goal, remains second down.
You see Garrett in the position of asking questions only to the offense. He doesn't get involved very much with the offense. He's the defensive coordinator, so not in title, but in reality. Well, and you know what? They're backed up. It's hot. John Blood, 332 pounds of left tackle. He gets to try to give himself a real quick start. Moves too early. John Blood for the second and 17. Madison room to breathe out of the 4. Third and long coming up. The Nebraska defense gave up 19.5 points last year. That is as high as we've seen in Nebraska defense in the last 20-plus years. So there is some concern about how the question marks are going to answer the question on the field. Well, they realize they have to get better. I mean, when Nebraska finishes fifth on the list defensively, that's really unusual. In the league, not the nation, in the league. Lakers went it out 30-15. Flavor ran into Adrian Medici, the wide receiver. No flag, incomplete pass, and a punting situation. I don't know if Flavor got away with one or not, but the ball was in the air when that contact took place. I think he did. Now, was the ball uncatchable? That's probably what they're saying, but it was definitely contact. So if he decided he can get it away quick, he's going to have to because they're coming hard. Bottom line is Nebraska's going to get great field position regardless. Down to the way, with some hang time. Beautiful kick here. But Fraser left to the 41, he couldn't hang on. So he picked up the 44-yard line. DJ Roberts. He returns Dunbar in on the tackle. Dunbar made the first hit. Nebraska's still good field position. They lead only by 6 now. 4 minutes in, second quarter. You ready for a cold one? Yeah. Is that cold enough for you?
Home, not for light, brewed at the edge of creek, locked in that Rocky Mountain cold taste. Coors Light. Taste.
Thank you.
Relax, you got something I can say. What are you talking about? If we get injured in this year, we're never to make my shot paying other 50%. With what? Plus they pay you now. Yes, huh?
Who does? Affleck, without his no insurance, is complete. Ever wonder how the race car driver gets to the race car? Seville SPS. The fusion of design and technology. Cadillac.
Nebraska starts from its own 45. Their average starting position is 39-yard line. What a big time for a big punt by Joey Biasotti to give TCU's defense a chance to. Deontay Christie, the sophomore from Omaha, now in the beyond back spot. Now the option crowd is pulled down. The speed from that linebacking core is pretty impressive. Chad Baer made the play. He's the top tackler from last year. Here's Baer. You got a guy coming off the corner to take the pitch man. Baer comes through and gets Crouch. This is an outstanding defensive play. Watch Baer come. Come hard to Crouch. You see 17 out there take the pitch man. That is perfectly defense. Again, they run that option. They see it all the time in practice. That's how they execute it defensively.
3 years ago, Chad Bear was a walk-on, 400-pound power cleaner in the weight room now. He's made himself into a big-time player. Design play to have Crouch after the running back. Let me get back to the original line. 3rd and 11 coming. This TCU defense getting it done. All right, do you have it? The Aflac Trivia answers. 5 teams, top 25 each of the last 10 years. Obviously, the Cornhuskers. Yeah, we're at. You have to have this one involved. Certainly, you have the Florida team, Florida State. Then comes Michigan and Tennessee. Tennessee's the one that eked in right at the bottom of the poll last year. Those were 25. They were otherwise going to be out of that mix. As you would expect, the teams that are every other year in the title talk. 3rd and 11. Perfect pass by Brock Wilson Thomas. First down, Nebraska. Wilson Thomas caught one ball all of last year. Has to step up and fill that Davidson Newcomb void this year. This is all Crouch. They had pressure coming. Crouch got outside of it. They're in a 2-deep zone, so they throw over number 2, Hilliard, to safety, and they get in front of Godbolt for the completion. But that was all Crouch. He bought time, avoided 2 tacklers, and then waited patiently for the receiver to clear and put the ball right there. 37. See if the Huskies continue to pound it a little bit. Fullback, Steve Freewall has hopping, but not much yardage gain. Less than a yard. Sit downstairs to Todd Harris, who has a guy who used to star in this team.
All right, thank you, Michael. This guy's got 3 national titles in Nebraska. You go in the NFL, you get a Super Bowl ring. Grant Wistrom, nice to be back in Lincoln.
Oh, yeah, great to come back.
Evaluate your brother so far. How do you think he's going so far, and how do you think his season will be?
I'm proud of him. I mean, I thought he had a terrific year last year, and I know he worked very hard in the offseason for himself this year, and I took nothing but the best from him.
I know you watch a lot of offense, but how about your black shirts so far in this game?
They gave us the long play, but all in all, they played pretty well today, I thought.
And this new turf makes it a little quicker. I know you like Eric Crouch's athletic ability. The team as a whole, national title hunt, you think?
Absolutely. I mean, it's still like Nebraska. You got to consider them every year. To win the national title, it takes a lot of lucky breaks. But, hopefully they'll, the ball bounce the right way for them, and, they'll play hard enough to win every week.
I know it's tough for you to evaluate the offense, but this is the 3rd and long, a good play for your little brother. Something we see maybe Frank Phillips roll him out and get him matches.
I hope so. He's not the short set, so I'd like to see him air it out a little bit, maybe go deep with him. But just never know with Coach Phillips. Might be a run right up the middle.
All right. Wish you best of luck in your career. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Well, probably going to take a time out. Maybe those are trying to play for the little brother at 6'5", 240. Tracy Wisdom, All-American potential tight end.
Oh, yeah.
One happy employee helps secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader, financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
When the advantage is yours, it's only polite to give the competition a head start. These acceleration tests while everyone dominates the passing lane, and know that comes with an offer you will follow past up. Bonneville, luxury with attitude.
What job to make you happy? Post your review now. Monster.com.
You the monster. I thought dating again would be tough.
He's cute. He's younger than me.
Maybe getting rid of my gray hair was just what I needed. Just for me. More than a hair color, the hair rejuvenator. Gray hair is shampooed away in 5 easy minutes. Vitamin-enriched just for men brings back a thicker, healthier, natural look. I wonder how I did tonight.
Good luck to me.
Just for men. The rejuvenator. Golf class at Syracuse, Georgia Tech. Tomorrow at Houston on ABC.
Bristol Financial Group Pigskin Classic on ABC. Nebraska leading by just a 6 in the 8-minute mark second quarter. It's third and long for the third time in the last couple of drives. And that's demoralizing for a defense. You hold them, and then all of a sudden you pick it up on third down when they have forever to go. Watch the tight end, Tracy Wilson, see if he looks to throw the field. Wilson, Thomas in motion. Stroud, first up to his cover, and the pressure gets to him again. LaMarcus McDonald brought the heat, and it is fourth down Nebraska. Wilson was covered from the get-go. He looked at Wilson Thomas as well coming on the slant. But he felt the pressure, stepped up, and by that time he was losing his balance. Watch some of the pressure coming down. Again, they run a blitz virtually every play. So you know the linebackers are going to come. They've got 5 DBs in, and you see everybody comes, they collapse, and then Krause just loses his balance because of the pressure. Here's Wisdom. You see the good coverage on him. That's high on the safety was on him all the way. The second option was Wilson Thomas, number 9. He was covered. It hurts at 56 and 48. Larson just gets that away. The message was clear. Get out of the inside the 10. And the punt was covered. Even by DeJuan Gross, the 1. Now Kyle Larson's going to follow the legend of walk-on punters and quarterback. Hayden from last year did such a great job, and before that, Bill LaFleur. Excellent punter. Let's get on to Todd Harris.
Well, gentlemen, it looks like Sean Stott is going to go on because safety printers, they said yesterday when we talked to the coaches, they take him out used in the second quarter to settle him down to give him a different look in the sideline. But this could be more than that. He has been receiving treatment for that blue squad or spring squad every time he comes out. So Stiley may stay any longer than Coach Stott.
Scott, I have to believe it is that squad because you wouldn't put a new quarterback in this situation when you're inside the one. A guy who has not touched the ball. He's not his level starter.
On the offense.
And now they're going to move it back inside that one almost to the goal line. After this, and Tim, that is a second illegal substitution penalty for the third time they've had the problem. Because once they use the time not to avoid the flag. You know, this has to be the injury to printers. I cannot believe that Gary Patterson would take him out and put somebody else in this situation.
They're having problems getting 12 players on the field in the huddle. New assistant coaches as well. Maybe that's part of the confusion here, but you are right. New tailback as well. Corey Conley.
Stiley just keeps it. So he has room to take the snap the next time. I will say that's a very smart play there. Just giving the quarterback sneak. He's big. He's 6'4". He's 234 pounds. He's a strong guy. Get behind that big center, Johnson, Powell, and all while they'll try to get you a couple to get you a little breathing room after the 2. Billy was an option quarterback in high school, had a good spring. Played in 6 games last year, 2 games the year before. He's thrown 10 times in his career. They don't want to call the option down here. I've got to believe you got to keep powering it out to try to get some work to the punter. What actually was still? There's 11 career passes. How about this? To the 11s, Adrian Medina. I'm thinking conservative. Don't give any points away here before the half with 6.5 to go till intermission. I'm thinking just get it out and punt it out of there. They come out swinging. How about this? Billy rolls, shows good athletic ability here. Nobody's out there for containment, so he's not hurried, and he throws a strike. That is perfect, and that's a gamble. Brings up third and short. TCU has missed on his last 4 down conversions. Tim, I got to tell you, I am shocked. I am too. This is a 6-point game with 6 minutes left in the first half. I saw quarterback sneak again. He's got to get first. How am I doing? They're trying to run Connerly. Takes too long to develop. You've got to go right in and get it. Willie Amos led the charge. Another punt for TCU. Nebraska keeps getting great field position. The Black Shirts are doing their job. Look at half left of the yard there, and they actually lost yardage. See, this is a situation I think it right up to their big body again for the first. He takes 4 steps back. That gives the defense time to penetrate. Takes too long to develop, and then they take him off tackle. Why? One more time. It's Joey Biasotti, the senior punter. Good protection. Great stuff. DeJuan Gross all the way back to the 36. Got a block from Krager. Again, runs into his own man, although TCU's coverage was there. Nebraska will take over his own 45. Well, ABC Sports Online, you've been watching on during the week. We've been asking you to ask us a question. Here's the one we picked up from Jack in Columbus, Nebraska, about 90 minutes west of Omaha. Do you think Frank Solis can make Lon Brown the offensive coordinator
here at Nebraska. Ron Brown's been around the program for a while, 14 years. He's been the Beaver coach. We have Turner Gill. There's been a lot of questions from Turner Gill, quarterback coach, and great Nebraska quarterback. Should he take over play calling? But Tim, what's wrong with the offense? I think absolutely nothing. You talk about a team that averages 42 points a game. Look at the rushing yards last year, the total yards, see where they were in the nation. Everything's successful. Now, Ron Brown is a terrific coach. You mentioned this is his 15th year. Turner Gill's been here 10 years. Dave Gillespie, the running back coach, is probably been doing it for 4 years. You know, they all work together, but Frank Solich is the guy that designed this, or actually picked up from where Tom Osborne left off. He does a great job with it. I wouldn't change anything. Goes down, they try to run, use the misdirection for deception, but Hunter Collins will stop for a 2-yard loss. And do you hear the unrest? Would you change the offense, though, with the success they've had? No way. The fans around here are they see Oklahoma spread it out. They see Texas Tech come in here and spread it out. They say, we have to do that to keep up with the Joneses. But when you run for 350 yards a game, and score 41 and a half games, why make it? It still works. So absolutely it works. Nebraska is power football. They still run counters. They run options. They mix it all in. And Krause can throw, and probably will throw more this year. There's a second and 12 throw. It's covered. The pass is incomplete. Nathan Goff has been picked on. He's right there with Wilson Thomas. Although, what a perfect time to ask that question when the offense is struggling a little bit. I think the folks here are looking at, let's see, we're Nebraska. All right, we played 25 minutes against TCU and only have 73 rushing yards. Something's got to be wrong there. That's the fans' decision. Maybe they don't realize TCU has recruited very well. They had a good defense last year, best in the nation. This guy's got a lot to do. He's aggressive, blitzing, he's getting the job done defensively. He's running half blitzes, run blitzes, he's using his quickness, he knows he's outman size-wise. Third and a dozen, got the pressure, and he intercepts it. Jason Goff in Nebraska territory at the corner at 45. Goff was picked on twice. They beat it long. They brought one back by penalty. The other set up a touchdown. But Goff this time just sitting in his zone and a hook zone that it was almost like Krause never saw him and threw right to it. How about Bobby Pollard with the heat? Here's what Krause looks at now. Here's his view. You see him drop back in the zone. It's actually a combination zone. Man to the left. These were in a zone on that side. And Goff picked it off. He never did see him, although I don't see how he could avoid him. I mean, he was right in his line of fire right there in front of the receiver. First turnover of the game. Best starting position for TCU. Christmas is back in there. They want it off. Dunbar was step for step with DeJuan Gross. Good coverage by Gross, the junior from Ohio. I'll tell you, this coverage doesn't get better than DeJuan Gross had right there. He talked about forcing the guy to the outside, using the sidelines, and staying in his hip pocket. You don't look back until you feel the ball. You're breathing his eyes. They get a little bit wider when that ball's almost there. That is great coverage. You get in his pocket, running with him step for step. I love the play call. Let's get it. Don't point right away. Absolutely. Playing like they have nothing to lose. But you're not going to lock the football. And Nebraska's done it. Chris Kelsey stripped it. And Scott Stanley recovered it. Boy, does that hurt TCU. You mentioned Kelsey stripped it. That wasn't accidental either. If you watch 57 right here on your screen, watch once he wraps, and then watch his right arm. His right arm will rip. You wrap and rip, he tears it out, and then the pursuit gets to the football. Terrific job on the defense, especially Kelsey. The turnover was created in the weight room. First down run, Hunter Collins gets 649. It's about 6 yards. You know, you make a good point. It is in the weight room where the strength comes from, but also the technique. They're taught to wrap, then rip, and he did it. He can't rip unless he's wrapped or he's gone. Tyrone Sanders taking up momentarily for TCU. Gary Patterson has to make a DB change while we have a second. 1 week from today, college football triple header on ABC. We welcome back to Big East to ABC Sports. West Virginia, BC, or North Carolina, Maryland in first game. And the 3:30 Eastern, Oklahoma, the defending national champs, against Air Force, Colorado State, Colorado. And then in prime time, Oregon, Wisconsin, Miami, Penn State. Triple header on ABC. Get all the games on pay-per-view by calling your local cable operator or satellite provider. This is second and 4. Thunder College. Well, Marcus McDonald from Waco, Texas is having some kind of game. He's been in the backfield as much as the Nebraska running back. Mike, can I tell you something? Nebraska on the first drive had 6 carries, 70 yards. Since that first drive, they've had 16 runs and gained only 9 yards. Wow. That's how aggressive TCU has become. With that, a lot of confidence. They believe now they can play with him. They're starting to believe in Gary Patterson and the team that they've thrown at him with defensive coordinator Chuck Griswold. They're blitzing on everything, and he believes in it and making it work. The last time they faked the blitz, dropped back in the zone to Hughes Trout. He caused the pick. 3rd and 10. And it's complete for a first down to Winston Thomas at the 45. A penalty marker is down in the TCU secondary. Interesting that time. Now, Trout didn't feel the pressure because, again, they only brought 2 over rush. Everybody dropped back in the zone. The defensive holding on TCU. Gary Patterson has been in this stadium before as a player. He played at Kansas State, and in 1980 came in here as a defensive back. He suffered a hip pointer, and his team lost 55-8. Holding on the defense. The penalty is declined. First down. So Gary knows what it's all about here and how your team must stay focused. Here's the rush. They brought 4 guys. Everybody else dropped back in the zone. It's like just a hand, just trying to gain the leverage. See the hand on him? Got it on Thomas's back. Got a little claw. They're going to throw the flag on that. But if you're Gary Patterson right now, you got to be watching that clock and say, hey, we're down to 2.5 minutes. Let's survive and get out of this thing. Get to the locker room at 13-7. Defense, can you do it one more time? Thunder College. You know where to go. Chad Baer needs to play. Marker down. Between Chad Baer and LaMarcus McDonald, they are just playing all out. Let's leave nothing except what we have here on the field. This is, really going after it. Probably halftime field coming up to Times Square Stadium in New York. John Saunders and Terry Bowden will be with you every step of the way on the way to the Rose Bowl and Bowl Championship Series title game here on ABC. The personal foul against Nebraska. After the play was over, personal foul on the offense, 15-yard penalty. It will be second down. Second down. And, wow. Boy, Chad Baer, underrated linebacker, steady performer, leading tackler. He was a walk-on, and he's been starting for 3 years. Led last year's club with 107 tackles. You know, he was playing in the shadow of the other stars. Now, this is his year. He wants to be the guy, and he came up with a huge play right there. People said all the defensive linemen forced all the offensive line attention because Baer was free to lead the team in tackles. He's proving that he's on ability also. Excellent student as well, engineering student. 70-25, Wistrom behind it. Did not get to Tracy Wistrom. Speaking of Times Square Stadium in New York, let's physical jobs on John. Mike here with a Coors Light update alongside Terry Bowden. Want to update a game that has nothing to update. Wisconsin and Virginia supposed to be playing right now, but there is some weather in the area, some thunder showers. They are waiting on this until the game is delayed. Never happened to you? Never happened to me, John. One time I was a head coach site in college, the lights went out at second half. Got time with Paul, tell the lights on, did our second half. You had to do it properly. Back to you, Mike. All right, John. Terry, see at halftime. It's 3rd and 25 for Nebraska. Trout off the hands of Thomas. The flag is down in the secondary, though. Boy, this 3rd and 25 is a penalty on TCU for pass interference. You know, and I didn't think the last one they called defensive holding when they had Thomas grab a little bit of off. I didn't think it was that bad. Here they get him again. Personal foul, face mask. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. 15 yards. Tough part. And it's the first down. That's the tough part right there. Oh. Wow. Now it's very obvious to see a personal foul face mask on an incomplete pass back in the secondary. So Nebraska keeps it with 1:48 left first half and just a 6-point Cornhusker lead.
Nebraska loads it up in the backfield. Different formation here. Power I.
Marvin Crouch got hit by Marvin Godbold. They were trying to break Hasselbrook free down the field, but nobody accounted for the strong safety.
And he was free, but I'll tell you this. Godbold came through the safety blitz. This is a terrific call. Here he is, 23, right to the left of your screen. Untouched into Crouch's face. And that is the 8th time that TCU has a tackle for loss in this game. Now, you'll see Nebraska make some adjustments at halftime, obviously, and they know they're getting a lot of pressure on the corner. But Gary Patterson and Goodbot are doing a great job bringing blitzes from different angles and different spots. It's hard to catch him. Second and 15. Try the screen pass. Hit the ground. Hit the ground. It was intended for Thunder College. That was the short hopper. You know, it's fun to watch Frank Solis, the head coach, also call the plays offensively. And it's fun to watch Gary Patterson, the head coach, calling the defenses and coming with the blitzes. So you've got the two head coaches going against each other here in what's really like a chess match. That play right there by Solis was to avoid the pressure and throw behind it, let them run themselves out of the play. And had the passer there, it would have been a big gainer. Nebraska needs to get to the TCU 35 for a first down. Third and technical 16.
Crouch goes down again.
How about this?
This is unbelievable.
I'm going to tell you again, Nebraska's offensive line, which averages 310 pounds, outweighs TCU's defensive line by almost 50 pounds a man. Stunned silence in Lincoln, even though they're leading. They're attacking the corners. They're bringing switches inside. They're playing games. They're bringing blitzes on runs. They're bringing blitzes on passes. It's a great package. Sophomore Kyle Larson to punt again. Jason Goss, back deep. Fair catches at the 18. Just 18 seconds remaining. First half. Mike, we're talking about the defense and what it's doing. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's wearing and tearing on the quarterback, Eric Crouch. Look at this. He's been hit 14 times, sacked 3 times, and he's feeling it. And pretty soon, when you get hit that hard, that often, and they're coming that quickly, your head's going to be on a swivel. You're going to stop concentrating on the receivers and looking to see where the defenders are coming. Maybe TCU will take a knee, take it to the locker room, and Gary Patterson will tell his players, defense gets it done, and this is exactly what they talk about yesterday. Stamina now becomes critical. They tried to hand it off. Patterson turns the corner. He's very careful. He stays in bounds. That could do it, yeah. Gary Patterson told his kids all summer, just play for a half. Be able to round in the third quarter. And let them feel the pressure in the fourth quarter. Pass the mission accomplished. 11 as 1. A total unit. That's what he wants. And they're doing it. Principal Financial Group Pitt State Classic. Halftime score. Nebraska expected by some to win by 28. Leading by just 6. 13-7 as we head to Times Square Stadium in New York. John Saunders. Terry Bowser. All right, Mike, thanks a lot. And yes, we're chasing on it as well. The opening drive for Nebraska looked like everything you expected Nebraska would be this year. In fact, I think they're going to win the national championship, but nothing since. They got to settle down and remember how good they are and don't panic. TCU is a lot more aggressive, though, than Nebraska was counting on. All right. Second half still to come, but we have plenty of items here from Times Square Stadium, including Mike's partner becomes the answer man. Hey, Terry. Can Oklahoma repeat? Hey, Terry. Do you think, hey, Terry, I have one question to ask the world. Will these coaches get the damn job? When the advantage is yours, defend it polite to give the competition a head start. These generations one of your companies is passing away. And know that comes with an offer. You will follow past the offer. Bonneville, luxury with attitude.
15 million people in America have type 2 diabetes. My own grandmother lost her battle. If you have type 2 diabetes,
It's more important than ever to watch what you eat and exercise regularly. And if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Avandia to your daily routine. Avandia is different in some diabetes medications. It helps your body use the natural insulin it's already making to help lower your blood sugar. With the addition of Avandia, a lot of people have been able to lower their blood sugar.
Avandia in combination with insulin may increase the risk of serious heart problems. Because of this, talk to your doctor before using Avandia and insulin together. Avandia may cause fluid retention or swelling, which could lead to a worsened heart failure. Avandia is not for everyone. If you have severe heart failure or active liver disease, Avandia is not recommended. Some people may experience weight gain with Avandia. Premenopausal women may be at increased risk of pregnancy. To check for serious liver problems, blood tests should be conducted before and during Avandia therapy.
Diet, exercise, and ask your doctor about adding Avandia. You can be strong from diabetes.
Big stuff is going on here at 7-Eleven. The new Big Stuff Combo. These are Italian Big Stuff Bins. I got the meat and provolone too. Or smoked turkey with Swiss. Plus a big gulp and a big grab of chips. It's a bigger, better summer.
For men, every morning is the same routine. The desperate search for a way to relieve the pain after shaving. There's a better way to soothe your skin. New Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm is an advanced blend of moisturizers and vitamins that soothe and actually improve your skin. Nivea Aftershave Balm. More evolved skincare.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
It's cold,
but it's not Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Man, my can is cold.
The Valvoline Halftime Show, brought to you by Valvoline Max Light, the first motor oil formulated for a higher mileage engine. From Times Square in New York, John Saunders and Terry Dowd. Welcome back to Crafty and Tcu. The second half is still to come, but when you look at this Cornhusker team, Terry, one of 9 teams get first place vote. So Nebraska very much in the national championship hunt. You go back to last year, Oklahoma started the season ranked number 20. They win it all. Something like that could happen again. You can tell it's going to be a wide open race this year. And the reason that it's going to be wide open is because many of the traditional powers have questions going into the season. Teams like Florida State, Michigan, Ohio State, nowhere to be found in the top 5. Other teams like Oregon State, Northwestern, all have legitimate Heisman candidates, and they've been preseason picks at the top of their conferences. Now let's look at some of the other major questions going into the season and see if you like Miami.
Can Oklahoma repeat as national champions?
Come on, Barry, you know the answer to that. The record was that the Sooners with back-to-back national titles twice, the last time under your direction in 1975. A third repeat championship hinges on the success of the replacement for Heisman runner-up Josh Heupel. New starting quarterback Nate Dibble will eventually find his rhythm, but it would take another magical season for the Sooners to repeat.
Hey, Terry, this is the first point in Florida State maintain its dynasty.
Chris, finding your replacement is the key to the reloading going on in Tallahassee. But before we get started on the dynasty, let's not forget 1993. That was the last time Bobby Bowden had to replace this many starters. All he did was win his first national championship. Then again, he had the Heisman Trophy winner Charlie Ward at quarterback. This year's starter, Chris Rich, has yet to throw a college pass. Florida State won't be in the title chase, but should wrap up their 15th straight season of 10 or more wins.
With these little safety, a great coach, are the best player you've ever had.
Surely, guys, both programs will kill your average. But in Blacksburg, Frank Beamer realized he can't replace Michael Vick with just one player. Lucky for him, the Hokies are talented enough to carry Grandol, their new starting quarterback. As for Miami, former offensive coordinator Larry Coach stepped in for Butch Davis, who is now coaching in the NFL. With as much returning talent as anyone in the nation, Coach's Kings will win the Big East. Still, the Hurricanes have national championship aspirations. How's that for Freddie?
New coaches at historic programs return their schools to national stars. That's hard. Well, these coaches get the damn job done.
Hey, Lou, I'm not sure you give out your blueprint for turnaround, but if you did, 3 of college football's more storied programs would be banging down your door. At Alabama, Dennis Franchione could triple last year's win total of 3. At USC, former NFL head coach Pete Carroll's enthusiasm should ignite a program that has come upon hard times.
give credit. We know he'll have Ohio State back in the bowl, but will he be able to do what his predecessors could not? Beat Michigan.
Terry, do you think Bill Tunnell will pass Bass Bryant in football wins this season?
Well, Coach, your all-division record of 408 wins is still safe, but Joe Pa is certain to get the 2 wins he needs to break Bear Bryant's record of 323 Division I-A coaching victories. The truly big question for Joe Pa is how long he hangs on to that record. Bobby Bowden is just 7 wins behind and closing fast.
Hey, Terry, will we get this disease on the high left?
Well, boys, let's hope playing in the Pacific Northwest doesn't hurt your chances, because you certainly deserve preseason consideration. And sure, Miami's Ken Dorsey and Nebraska's Eric Miles warrant our attention. So let's make a point to consider players who don't suit up for traditional football power. Guys like Deontay Whitaker from San Jose State, Northwestern's Damian Anderson, and Anquan Randall, the quarterback, receiver, kick returner from Indiana. Let's give credit to the school's creative publicity department, but let's give the award to the nation's best player.
$250,000. That's what Oregon spent on that pitch. It's actually just a block down the road here in Times Square. A lot of money to push their Heisman Trophy game.
You know, John, as long as it's in the preseason, I don't mind. It's part of the hype of preseason hype. But once the season begins, let's value them or evaluate them on what they do on the field. Chris Sims, no more hype, Joey Harrington. If Ken Simon has a great day or Damian Anderson has a great day, let's keep them up there. Just like today, Nebraska's day. I'm a voter. I'm looking at Eric Kraut. How well he handles his poise, handles the pressure, and leads his team in the second half is what I'm looking at.
You are a voter in the Heisman Trophy race. I am as well. But here's a bigger question for you. Who will meet in the Rose Bowl then by AT&T for the national championship?
John, that's almost more entertainment than analysis this early, but if the most talented team in the country is Miami, I've got to go with them. On the other hand, I go across the coast. Oregon has great home field advantage. They've been preseason pick number 1, and I just don't like them. Miami, sure.
We'll follow that throughout the season. Of course, now, you cannot start the college football season without this man. He's Jackson back for yet another season, and we caught up with him in his country estate in Canada. Meanwhile, Thunder Collins got off to a great start for Nebraska. They slowed in 6 yards of his touchdown run, first of his career. Stick around, back in 1 minute.
It's not for sale.
No. Some things are just too good to let go of. That's why there's Valvoline Max Life. First motor oil is formulated for higher mileage engines. Max Life conditions use seals to help prevent leaks and helps you hold on to your car for a long, long time. Don't even think about it. Valvoline Max Life.
Hey, buddy. What car is it?
You hear it, 743 Dixie Street. You hear it above the din. You hear it among the quiet. It's the sound of Culligan water being delivered to your door.
Your Culligan Man's got a great introductory price of just $9.95 a month. Call 800-Culligan or visit Culligan.com today.
The National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics administers many of the associations for today's athletics professionals, from athletics directors, marketing, development, compliance, licensing, and business management. The NACDA Foundation provides internships and since 1983 has awarded more than $9.5 million in postgraduate scholarships. NACDA also administers the annual kickoff and big skin classes, Spurs Mentors, and the Sears Directors Cup, the leaders in intercollegiate athletics administration. We are NACDA.
And welcome back to Times Square in the Valvoline halftime show. We mentioned Steve Jackson. Right now he's taking a bit of an extended vacation doing some fishing, but he says there's similarities between fishing and football. It's all about what you catch.
Well, John, pondering deep, heavy subjects in this new college setting is a little hard, but thinking some about the coming college football season, I believe if you put one word down as a cornerstone for a successful collegiate football program today at the championship level, it would be recruiting. Now, success begets success in our society, no question. It brings money, positive confidence, and sometimes pride that impacts an entire state. Lincoln, Nebraska is a good example. There's a very good reason why Memorial Stadium is known as the state's third largest city on home game Saturday. There's been consistency in the coaching staff and continuity in the recruiting practices at Nebraska since Bob Devaney. There are remarkable facilities born out of all the winning, and there's sophistication in the weight training and nutrition. Makes it easier to attract young people to come here. But attracting young people to come here or anywhere is a virtual minefield for a coach. They have to walk it because they know that Coach Staggs is right when he said big fast people beat little fast people. And they also know the winners get the prime time, like it or not.
John is exactly right. Every coach from America will say the one thing he wishes he could have is superior talent. But you know what? If you're lucky enough to get to the championship game, the other guy who's got a big fast guy that you got and goes right past the coach.
I want to know if he's got that. I want him to stand up with those backs. Stick around. The second half is still to come. Nebraska right now with the lead. But Casey Fretters goes 67 yards on a broken play. The match over. TCU is very much in it.
Okay. Took care of the spark plug. Flushed the coolant. The brakes were shot. Went ahead and took care of those. Greased and moved it. Cleaned out the injectors. Replaced the air filter, fuel filter. Rotate the tires and change the oil.
Okay.
More ASP certified master technicians, top mechanics in the country, use Valvoline motor oil in their own cars over any other oil.
Pick up the garbage?
Sure did. Separated bottles of cans. One of that is leaking, so I double bag that. And who's going to need some work? And get to that next week.
Hi. You weren't about to eat that, were you? No. You know, our room service, hamburger, salad, omelet, whatever you need, Well, yeah, need it. Rock on, brother.
You get a room, we'll bring you food. Holiday gives you more, and more is better.
The Valvoline Halftime Show is brought to you by Valvoline Max Plus, the first motor oil formulated for a higher mileage engine. You'd expect a place like Nebraska to keep a pretty close eye on the weather. Did you know that the University of Nebraska is the world's watchdog for drought? We keep nations around the globe when long dry spells. We just unveiled our new drought tracking website at the White House. There is no place like Nebraska. Next Saturday, ACC college football triple header kicks off at noon with West Virginia, Boston College, or North Carolina, Maryland, followed by Oklahoma, Air Force, or Colorado State, Colorado, and at 8, Miami, Penn State, or Wisconsin, Oregon. Monday, the two revolutionary powerhouses that changed television forever are back. Let's play all new special edition and a whole new season of Monday Night Football. It's the toughest night on television, starting Monday, December 10th on ABC.
Touchdown.
Coming up next on ABC Sports is the United States Championship game of the Little League World Series. It'll match the amazing youngsters from the Bronx, New York, faced by Danny Almonte, the left-hander who has pitched the perfect game and a one-hitter. A rematch against the popular Florida, faced by the powerful Will Blankenship. He has hit 3 home runs in their last 2 games. So coming up, it is Florida against New York for the U.S. Championship. John, it figures to be a great one.
It does indeed, Brett and Terry. Danny Almonte, the guy who pitched that perfect game, he would pitch some more in the World Championship game if they were to get past the popular Florida. It should be a great matchup tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern Time. Also, tomorrow from Giants Stadium in New Jersey, it's the kickoff classic featuring Georgia Tech, a power out of the ACC, and Syracuse. Georgia Tech quarterback George Godfrey leads an explosive offense that averaged over 33 points a game last year, and their defense is the most talented Georgia Leary has ever had. Georgia Tech. Syracuse, meanwhile, looking for its 15th consecutive winning season. That's from New Jersey right now back to the Big Ten, and Nebraska and TCU and Mike Tirico.
Thank you, John. Nebraska fans, their game of fans, they've been asking a lot of questions. What's going on? The second half is ahead. ABC Sports presentation of the Principal Financial Group 16 Classic will return after this message in a word from your ABC station.
For men, every morning is the same routine. The desperate search for a way to relieve the pain after shaving. There's a better way to soothe your skin. New Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm is an advanced blend of moisturizers and vitamins that soothe and actually improve your skin. Nivea Aftershave Balm, more evolved skincare.
There's only one Amazon. There's only one jungle. There's only one mother. There's only one mother. There's only one past. There's only one future. There's only one Jeep Liberty. The next great Jeep idea.
If someone calls you up Wednesday at 8:30 Central and wants to chit-chat, you just tell them, shut up! I'm watching the new singing, dancing, comedy, and hip-hop summer hits, The Wayne Brady Show. And if that doesn't work, have them talk to Grandma. I would take your head and rip it off your shoulders and use it like a bowling bar. The Wayne Brady Show is all new Wednesday at ABC. All right.
Gonna be hungry. Yeah. Real ugly.
Don't be a victim of bitter beer. Drink Keystone. America's never bitter beer.
Now that's a nice rap.
Keystone. Most never bitter. Remember, 21 means 21.
Give up on a penny coffee. Oh, hi. Table keeps up. Girls, fresh coffee.
There is a better way to get online. Southwest and Bell DSL Internet. We're on it.
Call today for a special offer.
Son, one day, this could all be yours.
Till then, I still get to drive Chevy Silverado with a more powerful V8 than any half-ton 4x4 from Ford or Dodge. Plus, now get $1,500 cash back on the 2001 Silverado half-ton extended cab.
So you really do need a Silverado?
Well,
I might have to fight your sister for it.
the Silverado 1500 cashback offer. See your Chevy dealer. Dale Hamilton. Sport. Only on New Day.
Nebraska leads by 6 as we get set for the third quarter of the Principal Financial Group 6-game classic with Todd Harris and Tim Brandt, Mike Tirico, Tim, hopped out of the booth at halftime, took a look at a few faces, and defined them as being useless. People don't understand what is going on. They don't know TCU's defense was the best in the nation last year, without a doubt. And the thing was, they got off to such a quick start. First 6 plays, they had 70 yards. For the next 20, -5. Take a look at the highlights to show you how they got out of the block very, very quickly. And of course, no surprise, it started with Eric Trout. Broke containment here, and he ripped this off for 33 yards. And you said, well, here goes Nebraska. Look out. But his next 13 carries were from -2, and the defense came on hard. TCU's defense, 9 tackles for losses, 3 sacks, and they kept Nebraska backed up constantly the rest of the half. As a matter of fact, Nebraska had 11 yards in the second quarter. Give TCU a lot of credit. They brought a lot of blitzes. It was 3rd and long for Nebraska the entire time, Mike. Just be careful, though. Nebraska gets the ball first, and you know the halftime conversation was pretty blunt and honest. The expectations are so high here in Nebraska. Number 4 preseason again this year. Josh Davis is back. for the kick return. And as you see, a return game concern is, I guess, earned by the numbers that were not earned on the field last year. Nebraska didn't return it very well. I've got the feeling, though, listening to Coach Solis as he went off the field at halftime, they're going to come out, they're just going to say, hey, look, straight ahead, no fair guys are going to run it right at you. They Hudlow kick. Great opening start for Davis. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Nebraska needing a little enthusiasm gets it there, Todd Harris.
Well, thank you, Michael. Timmy was right at top with Coach Solis as he went up the half. He said they just need to clean it up, keep it simple, clean it up. He knew TCU's defense was tough. It was no surprise to him. And talking with Coach Patterson, he said the first thing is we didn't come here to lose, so we're going to make a game of it. He just wants better field position. On a sad note, though, Bo Schobel, the defense man, and the cousin of Matt Schobel could be lost for the season with a knee injury. They'll have to check it out when they get back to Dallas.
All right, Todd, I think this is so unique, Mike. You've got Frank Solis, the head coach, Gary Patterson, the head coach. Frank calling the offense, Gary Patterson calling the defense against each other. It's like a chess match. And it's personal, too. Brown trying to keep it. The second half starts the way the first half ended. Motivated Godbolt, the freshman from San Antonio. A loss on the play of 8 yards. Here are the first half numbers. But I think it's important the time of possession. Nebraska had the ball more than TCU. They ran more plays, yet the yardage was only 22 more in favor of the corner. I still have to say, Mike, I'm shocked when I look at these numbers because there's not much disparity in anything. And the time of possession is big. We said at the beginning that TCU wants to shorten the game. They want to keep Krause on the sidelines. Well, they did as well as I think anybody could expect. Quickly, 7-yard loss. Second and 17. Quick pass by Krause to Winthrop. 4 yards for Tracy. Grant's younger brother, the senior from West City, Missouri, gets to the 39. Last year, when Tracy Whitson caught the ball, his first down almost all 19 times he caught it. Well, he made the catch here, and he got six, unfortunately, with the original line of scrimmage. Now, here's the deal. This is what we were just talking about. Every time Nebraska had the football offensively in that second quarter, it was third down and long. They're facing that again right here, which means Patterson will probably be bringing a blitz of some sort. Where's he coming from? How do you beat it? Needing to get to the TCU 48. Krause fires. Wilson Thomas had a chance for a first down. Heard both Springfield's footsteps, and Nebraska will punt 3 and out with good field position again. You know, Thomas came into this game with only 1 reception in his career. He's going to kick himself for this one. This ball's got to be caught. Krause steps up in the pocket. He throws a good pass. It's right there, and Thomas doesn't make the catch. He had the opening. The ball was there. He just didn't finish. He's got to make that catch. There's a positive out of the first half with Kyle Larson. The punter was outstanding. Jason Goff back deep to the seat. Look out. He went inside the 10 to catch it again. Return to the 18. 10-yard return. TCU will start from the long field after a 54-yard punt. The net is 43. More college football opening weekend continuing tomorrow on ABC Sports. Syracuse takes on George Garcia, number 13, Georgia Tech. Kickoff classic. Brad Nexel, Bob Creasy, Lynn Swan bring it to you live at TCU tomorrow on ABC Sports. Your home for the Bowl Championship Series. Syracuse has quarterback issues and questions. The two who plays that Cecil Howard, a freshman, is very excited about. I don't think he will start the ball basket on the team tomorrow. Reggie Madison runs. Gets up to the 20-yard line. Picks up about 2 yards. It'll be second and 8. Like this next pass, this next play will certainly be a pass. I would think if I'm playing defense, I'm thinking they're coming with some kind of play action pass. Here's what we have to watch for up here as you close the ball. Printer started 4 for 4. That entered his quad. He went 0 for 4 after that. Unable to come down on that leg. We'll see how he is right here. Saw that they're underway in Madison. Virginia, the early field goal after 45 minutes delay because of lightning in the area in Wisconsin. John and Curry keep us updated on that game. Here's the play out. Prentice had no open receiver, so he keeps it, has the first down, and much more. He's hurt now. He is hurt. You're right, Tim. As he came down at the 43-yard line and stepped out, couldn't kick it in that next gear and keep going. You'd never see Printer step out of bounds like that if he wasn't hurt. Gary Patterson right now has got to be thinking, hey,
That's our bread and butter, but we got to stay in the game. So we don't want to stretch it too much. If you're playing defense, you got to be waiting for the play action there. But Nebraska was, if they lost containment, the best thing that could happen to them right here is the injury more severe. But for Printers, you got to be paying. Be close to this guy. Stay healthy. Stay in the ball game. Quindell is decent. Quindell is doing a great block. So we're working out of the shotgun now. That's incomplete. A hot shot is intended for Richard Evans. That's 0 for 5 since he entered the leg. A lot of people said, why come to Lake? You're young, new conference, and Conference USA. Lots to prove at the end of the season against new opponents in a better caliber conference, to be honest, than the WAC. Why come here? This is why. How about this? TCU has won 14 of its last 15 regular season games. But there's a little bit of a swagger there. They were 10-2 last year. 3 years before that, they were 1-10. Adrian McGee says nowhere to go as DeJuan Gross caught him. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long 9 coming up. Well, Conference USA is known for its basketball, but Mike Platt and Mitchell has put together a football league that continues to improve. Louisville got off to an unimpressive but still victorious start on Thursday. East Carolina, considered the co-favorite in that conference. Southern Mississippi was the team that TCU beat, or lost to, I should say, in the Mobile, Alabama Bowl last year. And a few years ago, Southern Miss came in here and gave Nebraska all it could handle. No slight at the WAC, but it is a step up for TCU. This is third and long, and the screen is going nowhere. Madison caught it, and then he caught Stanley's number. Fourth down. Punt. Boy, Shanlin, the strong side linebacker, just read this thing all the way. He's reading it, he's flying, he sees his key, and watch him break for the ball. Perfectly. Never lost his outside leverage, attacked it inside out, made certain of the tackle. Will he be a starting for the punt? Little Heat takes a 42 yards and caught by Fraser, who goes down immediately. This guy may be the most valuable player of this game. Chris Peoples, very nice tackle. The punt teams have done fine. The Nebraska offense is just shaky. Printers is shaken up.
There's only one Amazon. There's only one jungle. There's only one mother. There's only one mother. There's only one past. There's only one future. There's only one Jeep Liberty. The next great Jeep idea.
Oh, yeah.
Want happy employees? Help secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader, financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for. Want a job that makes you happy? Post your resume now. Monster.com.
You the monster. After a few painful rides, I was back on the beginner's trail. Then something dawned on me. My sore muscles were telling me where to ride. That did it. I started taking Advil, just like the other bikers. Advil is strong enough to let me control the pain, really knock it out. Now I decide if I want the beginner's trail or Suicide Hill. Take Advil and take control. Fight for walk against two analyzed factors. Sunday baseball on ABC.
240th consecutive sellout. Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, launching the Principal Financial Group Kids Game Classic. Casey Britters and TCU, along with Terrence Dunbar, do enough on offense to hang around. Nebraska leads 5-6, and the story has been the TCU defense pounded Eric Krause, Marvin Godbolt with the hit there. It will be second and long. Remember, this TCU program 4 seasons ago was 1-10. They won 10 games last year, and Dennis Franconi, the man who is the architect of the rebuild in Fort Worth, is now moved on. He's the head coach of the Crimson Tide of Alabama. His old defensive coordinator, Gary Patterson, has replaced him. And Coach Franconi joins us live on the phone from Tuscaloosa. Dennis, you have to be very proud of Gary and the rest of the kids, all of whom you recruited, to show they're putting on here this afternoon.
Well, I really am. I knew they would play great on defense. If they keep that young offense going, I think they'll be in great shape.
You know, Coach Fran, so many people said that TCU lost so many players that this would be a rebuilding year, but it looks like they've kept that tradition, and certainly the team and the game plan has just been phenomenal today.
Well, I knew Gary put them in good position, and they have good young players. We had experienced players last year. We knew we'd be more successful this year, and Gary's done a great job.
Nebraska has taken a timeout. Dennis, we talked about the turnaround from 1-10 to a 10-1 regular season in 3 years, 3 consecutive bowl games. When you look back at the turnaround points of this program, wasn't the Sun Bowl victory against Southern California a few years ago?
Well, I think that was the game that gave us a quantum lead. We certainly went 1-10 to 6-5 in that season, and in that game right there, I think gave us instant credibility.
Dennis, before we let you go, we have to ask you about your team at Alabama. You stepped into one of the brightest spotlights in all of college football, head coach at Alabama. How has the transition gone, and how has the preparation gone for UCLA next week?
Well, the transition's been great. The people have been super to us here. We're excited, looking forward to the first game. We have great fans here. They love football, and they're very passionate about Crimson Tide football, and we're anxious to get to that UCLA game.
Well, Dennis, enjoy watching a little bit of this game before you work out at Bryant-Denny Stadium today, and best of luck. We'll see you along the way.
Great job, Dennis.
All right, thank you, guys.
There's a guy that turned every program around he's been in, and certainly did it at TCU.
Second and long, Brown, big ball. Thomas broke free, but he's overthrown and incomplete.
Like you talked about Dennis Franconi, and you think about TCU from 1985 to 97, he had 3 winning seasons. He comes in, turns it around, goes 25-11. Tennessee, you mentioned last year, they're a WAC title. Now he goes down to Alabama, and the people down in Tuscaloosa are just completely fired up, ready for him to do the same there.
And Gary Patterson ran deep, and Dennis kind of let Gary run the show on the defensive side of the ball. And you talk about the third quarter, after halftime, when you make adjustments to see what the other guys are doing, you see that number, they allowed 3 points all last season in the third quarter.
And that tradition continues. Krause's last 5 rushes were all for losses, minus 27.
He's up again, this time they try to beat him with a screen. Thunder Collins to the 22. He's short of a first down. It's a great play by John Ernheim, the lineman, who chased all the way across the field because there were not many white shirts waiting defensively. Ernheim's hustle forces another Nebraska 3 and out.
And I'll tell you this, Michael, that's what makes this defense is the pursuit. They're not going to overpower anybody. They are big. You heard Keith at halftime. Keith Jackson saying big, fast guys beat little fast guys all the time. But right now, TCU being the little team and being very fast, they're doing it with pursuit. 11 guys trying to act as one. I mean, they're getting after it.
New punt returner Kevin Brown awaiting Kyle Larson's kick. Another 50-yard plus kick. So Lucius' first move, Brown is down at the 29. Dewan Gross made the play. TCU ball. The game started within 6. Midway into the third quarter.
Hey, how's it going? We're in sync. You know, in sync? No. We're just going door to door to say that. Yeah, you're talking to your kids about drinking. See, even with all our success, we're still a bigger influence on your kids than we are.
Wow, who was that?
Just some guys, Lance, Joey, something about a snake.
For a great car at a great rate. Call and place Thrifty.
There's only one Amazon. There's only one Joe. There's only one mother. There's only one mother. There's only one past. There's only one future. There's only one Jeep Liberty. The next great Jeep idea.
For a great car at a great rate. Call or click your trip.
Well, we talked to Dennis Franconi about hotspots and spotlights in college football that are glaring. There's one here, as head coach of Nebraska. Franconi is team number 4 in the preseason poll, expected to win big most of the time, leading TCU by just 6. Casey Printers slipped and fell and went down as the pressure was coming. Justin Smith, the junior from Sherman, Texas, made the play. All right, let's talk about that win big thing for a team. Here in Nebraska, of course, that's always been expand. When you look at the last time they lost was the mid-'80s on an opener, that was Florida State, and they averaged a score of 56-14 on opening day. So you say, all right, where's the big score? Now you think about the national championship and the way they've restructured things, the quality win factor has been added, and now a team's margin of victory is less important because they don't have to win as big. Working on the BCS that John and Jerry talked about, very top of the show. Griffith runs some option to get it in the hands of Terrence Dunbar. Dunbar lines up in the backfield there, pushing out to the 26-yard line. Still a long way to go. But with all that said, they still have to win. And right now, TCU's got them on the ropes a little bit. You look at that sea of red here in Memorial Stadium. How about that number? 81-3 in Memorial Stadium the last 13 years. Incredible. That's why there's amusement on the faces of fans and anxious noise that they've been making when Nebraska's had the ball on offense. Needing to get to the 40. Printers got out of some trouble. No receivers are open, and he did not have the wheels to get away from Mark Bedwell because of the injury. Now, Mark's a pretty good player in his own right. I don't mean to discredit his speed and ability. The Black Shirts are getting it done, and the fans know it. But with that said, I think Gary Patterson has to be happy with the fact that Printers was very patient. He waited in the pocket as long as he could. Then he got out. Now here he's worried about the squad. He doesn't have the quick he normally has, so Beaver comes in and makes the stop. Everybody was covered. He had nowhere to throw it, and then he wasn't quick enough to make the first. Sadi gets it away quick again. Another high kick, good hang time. It is Tcu Vs. He plays. TCU has it at the 35. I think it might be Chad there at the bottom of the pile. The linebacker recovers. Forget who comes up with it. It is Bear, but the guy who was making that play, again, was Terrence Dunbar, number 3. They had great coverage on the punt. Good hang time. Now, watch his knee as Sidney down, but here comes, there's Owens first. Owens missed him. Now, here comes number 3. Actually, the ball wasn't Dunbar. Kind of pinballed into Willie Amos. Amos got him, and then Chad Bear did come in, was very alert. Don't forget it. He made a big play. Juan Rhodes helped off after the second Nebraska turnover. I go back to the first half when I said Frank Stone just put such an emphasis on special teams because they were so poor in the return game last year. And here a crucial turnover and a golden opportunity for TCU at the Nebraska 35. Play pass. That is elusive. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete for Madison.
Expect a lot of flags on opening day. This is too many. Get a scrambling quarterback. Offensive linemen are trying to keep the defense off of it.
Talk about scrambling. The elusiveness of Printers led to the only touchdown of the game. As you reverse field, Tim, you pointed out the blocking was so good to give him time to find Max Sobel, the senior, who went all the way for the touchdown. But Sobel left with an injured hamstring. And his cousin Bo on the defensive line hurt his knee and is out for the game, if not longer. In total yards, TCU right there with Nebraska. Even though a big stuff came on that one play, still the Nebraska number is eye-opening. 40 minutes into the game. First and 20. Phillies gets about 8 of it back to Adrian Medici, the junior from Mid-Jordan Junior College. Talk about a surprise under your Christmas tree as TCU was looking for wide receivers to fill in for their lost players. In comes Adrian Medici, who spent last season at Middle Georgia Junior College. They ran it a whole bunch. Medici caught a grand total of 5 passes last year, 4 of them for touchdown, and he averaged 38 yards a catch.
Had a terrific spring in summer ball, and they're really high on him. I tell you, it was surprising to me, though, Mike, is the fact that when Terrence Dunbar hadn't gotten more involved. He got 1 catch for -2 yards and 1 run for 5. And remember, coming in, they wanted him to touch at least 15 times. This is second down to TCU. Dunbar's at the top of your screen, locked on man-to-man. They try to run towards the left side with Ricky Madison. It's Kelsey. Made the tackle, 3rd and 10, TCU. Their other focus was for the Horned Frogs, replacing LaDainian Tomlinson, 4,000 yards the last 2 years, led the country in rushing. Ricky Madison has been the back in most every series but one today. Well, Madison's comment was pretty interesting last week. He said he's not trying to replace Tomlinson. He just wants to be the best Ricky Madison he can do. Very wide, very honest, too. There's Dunbar. Taylor's looking the other way. Receiver fell down. It was Medina. Locked in coverage with Framer. And despite getting the ball to 35, Nebraska's defense comes up big. Let's see what kind of decision Patterson will make here. Field goal will be 53 yards. They're not even looking Dunbar's way. Here he's locked on with Ricketts, and he's wide open on the outside, and they're not even looking at him. Watch him coming off the field, too, Tiff. He's frustrated. And you know, you can understand that because he is the guy. He's the man that's the big play guy, and they aren't even thinking about it. Hunter comes on. TCU will play the field position game. So he has shot. He can hit it inside the 20. He did 8 of his punts last year. Dunbar's down there, stopped it, and they do a perfect job of hitting Nebraska in. They got Dunbar involved that way. I don't think those are the touches they had in mind. It's a good one. It works out fine. It gives the Huskers a long field to go when you come back.
Want happy employees? Help secure their financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is a 401k user. Financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for. Because Grandma eating off the ironing board.
Why not?
This is a kitchen table, not a desk.
Both now. Yeah, I've got a juggle. There's no left dish.
Mark, you go work in your room.
There's no desk up there. Can't stay away. It's getting better. Out.
Would you like a nice big workspace?
Good.
What's this look like? A holiday inn?
Grandma. One of these, holiday inn gives you more. And more is better.
When I told my 18 I was playing family sports, she got the wrong idea.
I like it. With the shoes.
I would never do that. My time is illegal like this. Sports is just good fun. I could go in sports, break, fast, even go to meet.
Whatever you're into, take it your secret. Oh my God. Gina Davis has a secret. You're not still working for the United States government.
I'm in a PTA.
That will just belong to people on ABC.
Back in Lincoln at the 2001 Principal Financial Group 16 Classic on ABC. Brought to you by the Principal Financial Group. We understand what you're working for. Like us, whatever you're into, dig into it deeper on Like Us. Budweiser, who salutes America's designated drivers, and Jeep, making the Grand Cherokee, Wrangler, and the all-new Jeep Liberty. Like Tarico Tim Branch, Todd Harris. Nebraska starts from its own one. Leading by 6. Nothing going as Crouch into the fullback, Doug Davies.
The team operating with him. This defense is just not backing away. And if you look at the last 6 possessions for Nebraska, you'll see the success that TCU has had against them. Made them punt 5 times. They got the interception at one time by Goff. And I mean, it's just as good as TCU could have ever hoped coming into this ballgame. You know, right there on campus, in the stadium, in Carter Stadium, they all touch a sign, a Dutch Meyer quote, that says, fight them till hell freezes over, then fight them on the ice. Right now, TCU doing it.
Second and 8 from its own 3. Crouch in the air. That's a couple of yards. Not going anywhere. John Gibson with the catch.
Mike, you look at TCU, they've had 105 years of football. But for the Horned Frogs, I cannot believe they've ever had a tougher opener than Nebraska in Lincoln. And everybody has to be impressed that follows TCU. They have not sat down at all, found themselves down 7-0 and looked bad. 6 plays and quick score by Nebraska. And they came right back and scored, and they're hanging tough.
The Horned Frogs. They're getting beat up, though. Kenneth Hilliard, the 350 out of Kimball High School in Dallas, came off the field after making that play. He's taken up. 3rd and 50 coming up for Nebraska.
This is the best 3rd down situation they've had. Only 6 to go for the first in a long time.
Crouch option. Good ball fake. First down. Their best weapon. Crouch keep it. Outnumbered them on the corner. Always had to make a decision. Pitman or quarterback. Thinking that situation, I'd take Crouch, but he went wide. You see number 4 Sanders took the pitman. Crouch just cut it up underneath for the first.
Look at this.
They were best in the country last year, rushing yards per game. Not even close to Smith today. With 3:44 left, 3rd quarter. Nebraska still leads. It don't make it sound like Australia yet. And he was on track one more time. He delivers to Galladay. And the big load is knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Big load is exactly right. 6'4", 290 pounds. He's a junior. Boy, Galladay is hard to bring down, too, to get into football. Reminder, Monday night ABC Sports, south of the border in Mexico City. The Dallas Cowboys and Oakland Raiders meet in the American Bowl. Monday Night Football live, ABC 5 Pacific. Final preseason game on ABC. The Monday Night Football season will kick off 1 week after Labor Day. No Labor Day starts in the NFL this season. September 10th, the opener with the Giants in Dallas. Crouch draw. Thunder College. Huge goal was picked up by Jason Hyam. At the last second, the senior may have saved 6.
Without a doubt, he was the last line of defense. If he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, Thunder Collins is gone. Watch how this hole opens up. Kick out as Sully Owens gets caught. Here's the block on Owens. There's the last man between the 20 and the goal line. Boy, not much though. He just barely got him and just flipped that left leg just enough to take Collins down.
And Jason made fast coming early in the game because of Kenneth Hilliard's injury. Just a few plays ago. He's an experienced guy, though he's been around 5 years. Collins is met at the point of attack by LaMarcus McDonald again. I am really impressed with the TCU linebackers. They've been solid here this afternoon.
Well, this team also helps the linebackers. It funnels everything into them. Keep in mind, we talked about the 5 defensive backs. They bring most of the pressure from the edge. They're blitzing a lot. They put the pressure on the corners, which leaves Bear and McDonald. Those linebackers in the middle. It's getting funneled back to them.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 Nebraska. 3 receivers in the quarter. Option look with Crouch and Collins. Crouch with a lot of room to run. And Crouch running back and takes it to the 32-yard line. Second big run of the day for Crouch. He
talked about Jason Hyatt making that shoestring touchdown-saving tackle, and that he probably shouldn't be in the ball game. Here he misses the tackle, and he does it on an All-American. Watch 16 right here, kind of dives at him, loses his feet, weak effort, and then the All-American crowd, he just takes it to midfield. Here I thought he was going to try to outrun him, but then he tried to pull it over. Here's the option again, full speed. Here comes the tackle or attempt by Hyatt. He misses, and then crowd, he gets some room. He's a lot faster than people think he is. He's 6'2" pounds, he looks thick, but he's also quick.
That was 42 yards after a 33-yard run earlier.
Collins left.
He's held up. McDonald again in off the tackle.
Like this, the very first drive of the game by Nebraska. This is about as well as they move football. Again, a couple of big plays, but also if you look at the offensive line with Bolt and Fonity and Garrett, Rutherford, Walter, those guys now are starting to control that line of scrimmage and push those white shirts off.
Tcu has brought in number 20, Chris Peoples, in for Jason Hyatt to try to put somebody in that free safety spot.
We said TCU is small. They move, they stand, they try to penetrate. You keep taking the breath on head on, or they're driving to Omaha.
Crowd moving again. This time they cut it up inside. Richard Evans was there to meet him. Third down. Something coming up as we move inside of a minute. Third quarter. No scoring here in the third. Nebraska scored its opening possession. TCU responded with a long touchdown pass to Matt Scoble. The Nebraska drive ended with a couch keeper. They missed the extra point, and it has stayed that way ever since.
You've got the feeling that this next play, third down here for TCU, is the key play of the ball game so far. If they don't stop them here, you got the feeling that the floodgates are going to open.
Needing to get to the 22. Thunder Collins set a block from Dayton. Has a first down. And has a touchdown. Of 12, Nebraska will go for 2.
Great hit, great block. Hyatt gets cut off again. Nice block on the corner. Touchdown. Made it look easy. Jeff Davies, number 4, with a key block on Hyatt. And Collins just kind of danced in.
Nebraska has a lot of confusion here. They're going to have to burn a timeout while thinking about going for a 2-point conversion because of the confusion. So it's 19-7. A 2-point conversion attempt is coming up for Nebraska here with 25 seconds left. Third quarter. A chance to remind you what's coming up on ABC.
Coming to D-Day this fall.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I love you.
No, I know that look. This is not that look.
Maybe it's a look of gratitude.
Well, yeah. It could be that. I wouldn't recognize that.
A new comedy, according to Jim. D-Day Wednesday this fall on ABC.
So we have this ball on ABC. Well, it's some great college football for the next 15 Saturdays. Nebraska with a great drive, 98.5 yards. After the punt backed them up to their own one, Thunder Collins, the I-back, getting the start will be suspended Darren Dietrich. Takes it to the Crouch's big 40-plus yard run. Really flips the field. Little League World Series presented by Honda coming up next. The U.S. Championship, and then tomorrow night, prime time, 6:30 Eastern, the championship game, the World Championship game from Williamsport.
Ball snap prevented Nebraska from getting the extra point earlier, so they go for 2 here.
J. Grigsby is the I-back. On the option, Grigsby fell down. Crouch stayed on his feet.
Boy, I tell you, this is the power. And again, once you get to the corner, the last shot, I don't want to keep picking on high on 16, but you can't leave your feet when you try to tackle a guy like Kraft. When you get down to the goal line, you can't dive at it. You got to drive through it. So Nebraska taking 21-7 lead. It's the first of 4 consecutive home games for Nebraska, and we'll see another one of them coming up on ABC. This is a great start to the season. Tomorrow's kickoff classic we talked about. 6 games on 1 week from today on Saturday. They see some of the highlights of that, including Miami, Penn State. And then in 2 weeks, another triple header, North Carolina and Texas. The Wolverines head to the Great Northwest to take on Washington. And then right back here in Memorial Stadium, the Fighting Irish come in to take on the Cornhuskers. Looking down the road, you're talking about Notre Dame again. We'll say Nebraska has 8 home games this year, 8, including games with Nebraska, Kansas State, and Oklahoma all here at Memorial Stadium. The toughest thing about the Cornhuskers drive to the national championship is the fact that they've got to play 13 games when you figure in the conference championship game, and then the 14th would be at the Rose Bowl for the national title, which is their disadvantage when you think of teams like Miami and Florida State playing in weaker conferences where they don't have a championship game. Smaller conferences also in size, sure, where they will not have to go through that extra step. The Big 12 final game this year is at Texas Stadium in Irving. Looks like last year, that title game, that first weekend of December, could have weather as a factor. 21-7 now, the Nebraska lead. Sandro D'Angelis kicking off. Line drive that is fielded by Corey Connolly, the backup tailback. He gets it across the 20, and a flag comes down. He's pulled down after 23. Boy, we had penalties. It's been like Flag Day in Lincoln. TCU will have a long field to go. Well, we mentioned Notre Dame, Nebraska. Last year in South Bend, some of the problems that Nebraska would have as kick public team. 2 kick returns and touchdown. 1 kickoff, then the goal again are all punt return. Take it to overtime after Notre Dame kicked the field goal. Eric Brown capped off a 5-play drive with that game-winning touchdown, no extra point needed. Nebraska 27, Notre Dame 24. And now the defense, supported by the fans. Berkeley's option. I guess the whistle. Yes, the whistle was blown. A flag came down to the set. Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-down penalty, remains first down. Wheels will start to come off. Fatigue is a factor. They've been in a physical ball game. Guys are getting hurt. TCU now 9 penalties, 61 yards. You can see Garrett Patterson doing his play. Calm down, boys. Calm down. This could be the last play of the period. And another flag comes down as Patterson runs. Just got past the original line of scrimmage. Or the line of scrimmage, I should say. Going the wrong way. Illegal formation on the offense. Only 6 men on the line of scrimmage. The penalty is declined. Second down. Small, silly stuff. Second and 15 coming up. Clock runs. Quarter will end. Nebraska is taking the TCU punt. They're hanging around and finally wore them down with a 98-yard drive to touchdown. The Cornhuskers regain a little bit of a mental toehold, and they lead 21-7 after 3. The ABC Sports presentation, the Principal Financial Group, Tcu Classic will return after this message and a word from your ABC station.
Some experiences stay with you, like the feeling of driving a new Chrysler Tcu convertible with a 200 horsepower V6 engine, race-inspired suspension, an exhilarating experience that lingers. Now we're qualified returning gold sea rescues from each Sebring electric convertible for $339 a month. Now that's really interesting. So at the gate, you're really gonna have Hannibal willing to buy it today.
Does anyone here at the Beef and Bird Barbecue Cook-Off use a gas grill?
Yes, no, definitely a no.
So when it comes to flakes, proven fact that charcoal is better than gas. What kind of charcoal?
Oh, Kingsford, that's Kingsford.
Seriously? 100% Kingsford charcoal. Because taste is everything. For your chance to win a ride in an Indy car and in all access pass to next year's Indy 500, watch the Delphi Automotive Indy 300 next Sunday live, 4 Eastern on ABC.
Hello. Okay, here's the first one. See that? Let's try the next one. That's really good. Really? This might be something that you have. Is that? Oh. Take it fine. Is that? Give them level 4.
We hire hackers to test their network before they test it themselves.
Thank you.
Southwestern's all data. We're on.
Ask them on the dance.
Would you like to dance? Mom? Don't be a victim of bitter beer. Drink Keystone. America's never bitter beer. Whoa! Where's the hands, Mom? Always smooth, never bitter.
Macy Jeff. Anchoring you.
With Tim Branch, Todd Harris, Mike Tirico, 77,000 plus, putting their lungs out. A 6 to the game, Nebraska coming off a 98-yard touchdown drive as TCU second and long. Pursuit fires complete for the first down and more. Adrian Medis with a huge play all the way out to the 38-yard line. You know, you have to be impressed with Casey Brenner. The guy's been injured since the first quarter. He keeps hanging around. You know, that one that he broke outside when he finally had to step out of bounds, had he been healthy, you know he would have taken it to the end zone. But watch him here with a lot of pressure, stays in the pocket, he's confident, he focused on his receiver, steps up and fires a bullet. Look at the velocity he puts on it. A little bit behind, but a well-thrown ball that he makes the catch, and that's a huge first down for TCU. That was on Theo Craver, Nebraska's best cover man. Bobbles the shotgun snap. Incomplete for Flip Aaron's thumb ball. To Times Square Stadium in New York and John Thomas. We might hear on the Coors Light update as we told you, Virginia, Wisconsin was delayed that start because of some thunder and lightning in the area. Jerome Pettis has a touchdown run of 16 yards. And Wisconsin now has a 7-3 lead. Mike, back to you. Okay, John, they factor into the very muddled Big Ten takes a lot of questions. We have a Big Ten, Virginia Cavaliers rebuilding. Now go to new coach down there. Very rare that you see a guy go from the NFL to college next year. It's really come out of Virginia. Sprinters got a hot one in there. It was incomplete. Kane Hutzall was the intended receiver. But Terrence Dunbar limped off while we were away, so we'll keep an eye on him. A healthy Printers would have run that ball. You're right, he's not run it, and that's hurt. Then coming up later, the Chevrolet Player of the Game will be selected in the school 31st year. Chevrolet's involvement in that program with us here at ABC. Pleasure to have them back on board this year. Oh, they picked up the last key down situation. This one is 3rd and 10. They need to get to the 48. And the pass is deflected. Good push, and Vedro knocks it away. Vedro's 6'1", 210. He looked like a basketball player that time. Jumped into the line of fire. Safety's got a line to throw the ball. Look at Federic get up. That's right. This is a big play. That's left, didn't it? Yeah. Dunbar made a nice move inside his man. Would have had a chance to get the first down. That weak linebacker spot is the key playmaking position in Nebraska's 4-3 defense. He sure made one there. So it'd be a Sadi to take down, and then Cornelson back deep to receive. They almost blocked the kick. If Cornelson can turn around and return forces for Nebraska. Back looking for 27-yard line. The punt was 46 yards. The return was 11. Nebraska with the ball in a 14-point lead. Opening minute, final quarter of the Principal Financial Group Cheesecake Classic.
This is Silverado Heavy Duty, a favorite food and new Duramax diesel, the most powerful diesel you can get in a pickup. Silverado Heavy Duty, more truck from Chevy. More ASC certified master technicians, top mechanics in the country, use Valvoline more than any other oil in their own cars. And for cars with over 75,000 miles, there's Max Life. You know, you never know when you're going to get injured in this work. That's why I have that supplemental insurance. What supplemental insurance? It's one that saves your cast, things like lost pay, and all those expenses. Want one? That's part of work, right? What did you say it was? Without it, no insurance is complete. Kickoff class. Syracuse, Georgia Tech. Tomorrow at Houston on ABC.
Nebraska looking for another Big 12 title, but this conference produced a national champion last year. Oklahoma, they start their season tonight against North Carolina. Some people think Texas may go the distance this year. Listen to quarterback, terrific young receivers with a year's experience like Rory Williams and company. So Longhorns are going to be a force to be reckoned with, not on the regular season Nebraska schedule. Oklahoma will come here on the 27th of October. Talking about Eric Krause for the Heisman, certainly Chris Sims is being on everybody's lips as well. He's mentioned by everybody. 3 yards for Krause, who is essentially the running back on that play. He designed to crash the plays, run just the Krause. Just hitting the coach's top 10 ESPN USA Today home. Sure, you're talking about this conference. You look here, of course, you see Oklahoma, Nebraska, Texas. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in that game down championship game in this conference. So, although not in the top 10, nobody's rushing aside Kansas State as an easy game or Colorado. Certainly, those two teams talk about the title picture. But how about this? Since the formation of the Big 12 Conference, Mike, in 1996, the winner of the title game has gone on to earn at least a share of the national title on 2 occasions. That's pretty impressive. Considering you have to go the extra game as well. The first 10 line is presented by Chevy. Well, if Texas gets to that title game this year, it'll be like a home game for them in Dallas. In Irving. A reset issue play clock here. Cornhuskers face another third down. The third down in this half, Tim. Frank Stolz's team has that 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. This is not an offense fit for 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. No, he was talking to the coaches. They said if we get those situations, You know we're really struggling when they have all that to do.
They hit the South again. I've got to tell you, I'm watching LaMarcus McDonald the rest of the year, and so will the TCU opponents. As the fourth tackle for loss for double four out of Waco.
LaMarcus McDonald, Chad Fair, even Devin Davis. All three linebackers with that great penetration all day long. Watch 44 here. They don't even think about it. They overload the gap. They shoot the gap. He comes through untouched. It gets right to Kraus. Still takes a lot of athletic ability from a guy 6'1", 217. He can not only chase him down, but then throw him to the ground with that strength that he has. Reserve receiver Terran Williams now back to short snap, and McDonald almost got in there to block the kick. But another outstanding kick by Larson. The flag is on Nebraska for violating the 2-yard bubble. Definite encroachment into that halo. He's got to give him that area to catch the ball freely. He was in there. Clippers Bry was not giving the punt catcher enough space.
Usually they catch the kick on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Like we're talking about Kraus and Sims for the Heisman. You have to believe that they're right up there in that list, depending on how their teams do throughout the year. But
Casey Printer, TCU will take over at their own 28. Oh, yeah.
Want happy employees? Help secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k leader, financial solutions for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
My, what green calories you have. My, what low calorie cakes do you have? My, this one's just right. My, what big eyes you have. You have no idea. Great tasting 1-calorie Pepsi water. This one's just right.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. Introducing the all-new 270 horsepower Chevy Trailblazer, the most powerful mid-size sport utility in the world. It's one strong SUV. The new 2002 Chevy Trailblazer, like a rock.
A lot of heat on Craig Bowl, the defensive coordinator for Nebraska, around here because of the performance last year. But boy, his defense has been great today. 11 possessions, 1 touchdown given up, 1 fumble caused, 9 punts. They've only given up 181 yards. Very solid.
Hard to live up to the standards set by Charlie McBride and those great Nebraska defenses over the years.
Bridges to Dunbar with Terrence takes it to the 35. He's up with about 6.5. Charlie McBride was here for almost a quarter century as the defensive coordinator and was a father figure, a defensive genius and guru, and played some of the same role that he did to the players in Craig Bowl now.
I was just going to say what's interesting is when we were talking to Craig Bowl, we asked him if he stayed in contact with Charlie. And he said Charlie sends him notes, they talk. And when he did that, he got very emotional. And I even got tears. I love Charlie McBride.
Second and a long three. Ricky Madison trying to outrun the black shirt. Barrett really caught him. A flag came in. After face mask will give TCU the first down. You see the Wisconsin advantage to 7 on Virginia, middle of the second quarter. No, the penalty on TCU. Very excited to hang around and watch that Little League World Series. The American title, Brent Musburger, all her Dodgers, Harold Reynolds, Leslie Goodell standing by in Williamsport. See those baby Bronx flowers that have not just the folks in the Bronx in New York, but everybody paying attention. All the big leagues. 10-yard penalty for the end of the play. You do second down.
First of all, the park up there is just for the best. And you have to love the Little League World Series. I mean, I mean, I still remember and think fondly of the days when I was playing the league. We made it to York to the regionals on our way to the regionals. You got close. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Got to New York with somebody. But I mean, what a great thing that is to the 12-year-old. The Hopkins Florida, the opponents of the teams in the Bronx, New York, which comes up as soon as we're done here in Lincoln. Richard and Dunbar able to hook up. And they're just a yard short of the first down. It'll be third and short coming up despite the penalty. How about this for a matchup? You've got Dunbar, who's the best receiver for TCU, and Fraser, of course. Everybody's talking about him for All-American, Jim Thorpe Award candidate. This is a great matchup. Gets a little separation. The ball's perfectly thrown. I'm surprised, and I've said this several times, that they have not gone to Dunbar earlier and more often. Great track guy, as you can see, he's not only thinking about getting to the NFL, but dancing in the end zone in the NFL. He'll have his chance. He can take that to the bank. Christie is on the keeper. He'll get across the line and have a first down for TCU, but there is yet another penalty marker down. So he takes the call on Dunbar. What do you like about it? Well, first of all, you saw the graphic there. You know, he's a track star. The guy sells 16-meter high hurdles and 110 and 4x4. High-yard penalty. The thing that he gets this ball so like is the fact that even when they're not throwing to it, he's accountable. You have to account for him defensively because of his speed and his elusive. So even when they weren't using him, they're going to backside. But Nebraska had to have his attention. They had to account for him, and that helps the offense in other ways, even when he's not getting it. And he and Prentice went across the street to each other this summer. And Casey told us yesterday, 5 in the morning when Terrence was not, if he wasn't up, time to work out. Let's get going. Prentice has to get going because there was no one open and the rush was coming. He gained 5 yards out to the 48. TCU has not acted in. No, and time is still a factor now, and Printers is well aware of that. You can see the urgency. He gets guys in and out. He called the play quickly. Still has 9.5 minutes or more to play, and you're right. He's trying to get some points on the board, get back in this ballgame. Garrett Patterson just went over to Dunbar who came off the field. They're trying to spot Dunbar, keep him as healthy as possible. He was shaken up. He had some returning kicks the last couple of punts. Slow developing plays, and the Nebraska Blackjacks usually don't go very well together. Ask Ricky Madison. Now, and that's a time eater, too. Kelsey and Clinton, that's the running back. Like they had spread the attack, they thought they'd spread the defense thin, put the wide receivers all the way across the field with the numbers, and then they thought they'd go with a quick opener inside, almost like a draw, and Nebraska wasn't fooling. Mike Schultz is calling plays for TCU, who's now the offensive coordinator. Shared the duties last year. Mike concentrated on the running game, but this year he is the full offensive coordinator. There's Dunbar right there, Mike. They need to get to the Nebraska 47. Printers is going down. Samoy Adams, the junior from Arkansas. I'll tell you what, that's a coverage sack right there. That's a coverage tackle because he was looking for Dunbar. Dunbar was covered. And the longer he waited, the closer Nebraska got. With the pursuit, they took him down. And Printers is closing up. Here it comes from the backside. He's looking for Dunbar. He's still covered. Boy, that's a great pursuit from a big guy coming from behind. But watch number 3 here. Boom. Now release him. Give him to the next guy. There's your safety. Give him to the next guy. After he cleared, Printers was already down. No chance to throw it. Low snap for Biasati. Makes a nice catch. A good catch to Cornelson. Ben Cornelson, the junior, with a flag down, moves to the 40-yard line. I should say 3 flags. Or 4 flags. Just 4. There it is. The Quattro. Somebody said mustard on the left, yellow on the green field. This is field turf here, not AstroTurf. Been here for 3 years and a very good alternative to AstroTurf. It's got a great feel to it, even in the heavy rain. It continues to be a good grip. 69% of Division 1A teams on grass field. Penalties during the return. 3 blocks in the back and 1 holding. There's 4 different penalties. That's a new one. 3 blocks in the back and a holding. This is the turf we're talking about, and it's a lot less abrasive than the old artificial surface we used to play on. So that was a very good explanation there, Tim, from Dennis Hennigan, the official, Big East officials working this game. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
explanations from officials are on the conscience because that's the focus for the NFL this year, and the NFL officials perhaps in the workshops coming up next week or so. But many of the college officials are going to stay right with their game. Their conference commissioners are doing the best they can to keep these officials working to each game.
This is the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. And the 2001 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck from Chevy. For men, every morning is the same routine. The desperate search for a way to relieve the pain after shaving. There's a better way to soothe your skin. New Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm is an advanced blend of moisturizers and vitamins that soothe and actually improve your skin. Nivea Aftershave Balm. More evolved skincare.
Yeah, fine. I got this card for the air miles. But they hit us with airline restrictions and blackout dates. It's Gwen Present.
Honey, use my Miles One card from Capital One.
With Miles One, there are no blackout days. Fly in the airline and get a 9.96 rate. What's in your wallet? JD Almonte Cocktail in a classic pitcher's tour in the Little League semifinals. Next, the Brock State Bombers take on Florida for the U.S. Championship. Next on ESP.
Great weekend here on ABC Sports. You have the Principal Financial Group Pigskin Classic, the kickoff classic with Georgia Tech and Syracuse tomorrow, and both the American and then the World Championship game of the Little League World Series presented by Honda in Williamsburg. Here in Lincoln, Nebraska has been tested by TCU, but leads 21-7. Eric Crouch to go to the air. Well, the next tight end to the 44-yard line. Jason Goff pushed him out. Dragged him all the way across the field, and he got lost. Free safety, Hilliard never found him. But Crouch was cool on that play. The stats waited and let it clear. That's always a tough play to defend. I don't care who runs it. Penn State used to make a living on that play where they take the tight end and drag him all the way across the field and just gets lost. So good against with a team that runs options. When you run option football, you get caught up in those assignments without a doubt. You get suckered into just watching the tight end, and all of a sudden he's 10 yards behind you. You're chasing. Crouch gains about 3, so he very much on the tackling. Along with Richard Evans, sophomore at Duncanville High School in Dallas. Well, we mentioned September 10th, the season premiere of ABC's Monday Night Football in Vesco Field. Mile High in Denver. Whatever the name, the place is beautiful. It opens up this weekend at the NFC Champion Giants to take on the Denver Broncos. September 10th, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. The season premiere of ABC's Monday Night Football. So Eric Dunn has become the all-time offensive leader. Such a yardage joke for Thunder Collins. Has a pretty good name on the list, didn't he? Well, you know what? Tommy Frazier had such a career that you think this guy ran it all the time. There's no way they catch him. He had 5,476 yards, and then here comes Crouch. You don't think about him running to get as much because he's got a strong arm and an outstanding passer, but 54.93. That's a lot of numbers. Well, Eric Crouch runs his career with that guy. Word is red as everyone else is. Former Husker. I mean, a junior Husker former. Eric runs it 14 times a game in his career. Now, that's a beating your quarterback's going to take, but boy, is he productive. 22 times he carries it in. Making 23. And a top shot by Kenneth Hilliard. 49. Part of that, though, Mike, is they haven't had the dominating tailback. Even when they had Buckhalter and Alexander last year, they weren't like Lawrence Phillips or Mike Rozier. I mean, they weren't the kind of guys who do the ball 35, 40 times and just let them
pound constantly for that Nebraska power football. But if they can find an I-back, they've got some young talent here. It's under Collins and junior, but you look behind him and you've got Josh Davis, you've got Brixby, the sophomore. Those are young guys that they can develop into that type of tailback that they want, and Beavers will be back.
Fourth down, so another punt for Kyle Larson. As busy as Nebraska punter usually is. Jason Goff has learned his lesson here in Lincoln today. If I'm at the 10 and the ball goes to my head, I'm running smoke. Touchback will be taken after 2001 Principal Financial Group 16 classes here on ABC. Brought to you this afternoon by the Principal Financial Group. We understand what you're working for. Pepsi won the first 1 calorie cola. This is more like a regular. Pepsi won, so one's just like Chevy, the most dependable, longest lasting truck on the road, and Budweiser with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. What a fabulous setting this is. Tom Osborne Field, Memorial Stadium. Incomplete, a hot shot over the middle. Intended for Kane Hudson. They have to change it to Congressman Representative Tom Osborne Field at Memorial Stadium. That was Tom representing Nebraska in the United States House of Representatives. Our Christy Carr in the post-game report, time permitting, with John Terry back at Times Square Stadium in New York. Comes up when we're done. And remember, after that, the Bronx, New York takes on Apopka, Florida, in the U.S. title game in the Little League World Series. No room to run for Ricky Madison. All right, guys, just said back to that. Casey Brenner showing a little bit of frustration now, too, putting his hands up in the air saying, what was that? We need to throw, let's not run. Getting the calls from the sideline. Just under 6 minutes to play now. He knows he needs 2 scores. He was thinking the real world, you still have time to do it if you can come up with some big plays. I like the way he says that. In the real world, not in Lincoln, and you're in Black Shirt. You're in Lincoln. But this will be a memorable trip for this TCU program if they can manage this last 5.5 minutes. And they have not embarrassed themselves at all. Brennan put it up. Dunbar went up to get it. Cleveland got it away. That's a big time defensive play because that catch was just about made. He was pulling it in when it was knocked away. Going into this TCU, just 1 of 11 on third down conversions. This will make 1 of 12. I thought they had it. Ball's in his hand, and it just knocked away at the last second, and he couldn't pull it in. That's the effect of the day-long pounding that he hit. Biasavi's kick is not his best of the day. On the hot, Cornelson must field it, and is immediately brought to the ground by Chris Beaver, who made 3 special team tackles here this afternoon. Oh, Nebraska leads 21-7. Those of you just joining us, here's how it happened. Opening drive, Thunder Collins, the I-back off the option, walked it in. Then Casey Brenner made something happen as he scrambled and got through long enough to find Matt Sobel for the touchdown that tied the game at 7. He's down the field, and Thunder Collins on the run. Here is the third to make it 21-7 after an Eric Kraus second quarter score made it 13-7. Thunder Collins, All-American in junior college at East LA, had only 13 carries last year, played behind Alexander Buckover. He has skills, and he has excellent hands, Mike. We haven't seen those very much today. They haven't thrown to him, but he's got excellent hands. Coaches like that. But they say he's not built to carry the ball 30 times. He's built more like a wide receiver, so he's not going to be able to stay in there and go 30 times with the ball. So they bring in Brixby now, who's a high-speed guy. He's only 5'8", 5'9", high behind those big guys to keep the hole and then explode. And much more of a power attack. John Sunshine made a big play earlier in this half. He was shaking up TCU. He looked down at heat. Thunder Collins, though, pretty good day. 14 carries, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not bad, huh? If you weren't with us earlier, Tim told you Thunder is his real first name. Yeah, Jackson Thunder. Thunder team. So they continue to look at Sunshine on the field. So as they check the injured TCU defensive tackle, he will step out 4 minutes here in what Nebraska leads by 15.
Well, how you doing, Mom? Oh, how you doing? 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 Come on. Come on. Just play.
One happy employee helps secure the financial future. At the Principal Financial Group, that's what we do. The Principal is the 401k for you and growing businesses. The Principal Financial Group, we understand what you're working for.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better than he was before. Better. Stronger. Faster. Introducing the all-new 270 horsepower Chevy Trailblazer, the most powerful mid-sized sport utility in the world. It's one strong SUV. The new 2002 Chevy Trailblazer, like a rocket.
Well, the big crowd here in Lincoln has gone very silent as John Springtime, the defensive tackle, the junior from Everman, Texas, has been injured, and they're trying to hold his neck and keep it immobilized as much as possible. They brought out some equipment to take him off the field, and that's the Horned Frogs symbol that the players and a lot of the alums make. The players showing support to Springtime as he is being tended to not just by TCU, but by Nebraska medical personnel as well. Springtime was in on the play and just got pushed to the ground. The good thing, like at the end of the play, is he signed his hands and he had mobility in his hands and his legs, and then went back down, I think, through the pain and the fear, but really not much you can see of the play there. 49, yeah, parallel with the strike. But watch, trying to get up here. You'll be able to see that he couldn't get to his feet, then went back down, and the medical staff had come on right away. And all the Nebraska players on offense have come over to their sideline. They look on with concern as well. Immediately, the Nebraska folks are out there to add any of their medical help as well. Todd Harris, you're down on the field.
So, Michael, I was right across, and I thought the same thing you and Timmy did. He caught and tried to stand up, and it looked like he passed out. And right now, they initially got up to Smelly Paul trying to get him back, but now that the medical staff are around him, I can't see, but initially it looked like he was out cold.
Okay, Todd, one of the great changes in the last 10 or 15 years has been how much care given to players immediately to speed. Absolutely. Yep. And the concern of let's make sure that we don't move the player too much. Get his neck immobilized immediately. He was out. Hopefully they got him out just again. We saw this team too often last year. Adam Calistaro of Penn State comes to mind. By the way, Calistaro has a new book out that is just terrific. But you're right, he went through this experience, and obviously you hope it's not that serious. There's nothing that you can say that looks at the expression of the players who battle each other for 3.5 hours, but understand that they are all in this together, no matter what uniform colors they're wearing. Medical staff got to him quickly and obviously with great care, trying to get him down from the ground to the stretcher. There's already a stretcher out there. They brought another one from another ambulance that's nearby. All stadiums, there are multiple ambulances standing by to get the players immediately to a hospital. Gary Patterson went out there right away to check on his player as well. This crowd is spectacular. If you've never been to a game here at Oil Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, it is a very football-savvy crowd and a very compassionate crowd, and they applaud the winners, the losers. Both teams appreciate sportsmanship and good blood. Well, John Turntown, a great athlete in high school at Everman High, Texas. Football, basketball player. Played the last couple of seasons and contributed on this TCU team. Has a sack today. We will get to a report as soon as one's available after his condition. Already, TCU has lost when their defensive lineman, Bo Schobel, was injured. The right defensive end injured a knee, but that's injury we don't know the severity of, and not as much of a concern at this point as the injury we just saw at third time. And the game goes on. Nebraska leading by 14. They run Deontay Grigsby up to the 45. He's first down, first down. So, Tim, you mentioned this crowd and how football savvy and knowledgeable and polite they are. I remember talking to the folks in Southern Mississippi 2 years ago. Southern Miss came in here and played a whale game. They lost to Nebraska by. At the end of the game, the Southern Miss folks got it for the job they did to respect the teams that come in here and play that kind of football against Big Red in one. Well, they live and die for football here. I mean, these season tickets are passed down from generation to generation. Families coming. They really, truly do appreciate good football on both sides. Last time tickets to a Nebraska game went unsold was November of 1962. Many of us were not alive the last time you can say that a ticket went unsold for a Nebraska home game. Mr. Brandt was around. No. We got Harris and I on the crew. There you go. Hey, Curtis, I understand what you're talking about Mike now. Keith left specific notes to make sure these guys take it easy on. So Keith and Timmy and Ty will take you through to the Rose Bowl this year. Looking forward to watching all the games from back there with you guys. Crouch on the option. He is pulled down. Another Marvin Godbolt tackles for loss. Godbolt and McDonald have been in the backfield all day. 5 tackles for loss for the freshman from San Antonio's half high school. Well, back-to-back, the Trojans and the Irish coming to Lincoln. Troy State's their name is the Trojans. And then keep the Fighting Irish at Notre Dame in prime time September 8th. You know, we talked about this earlier, and I know Frank Solich is going to take this game and he's going to build upon it, but they do need to improve. And certainly having this and this and this all right here is huge. 8 games at home here at Memorial Stadium for Nebraska. 1905, the last time that happened. Crouch to throw. James in the air, and Wilson Thomas comes down with it. That's 36. Well, the Nebraska fans wanted to see a few things. What's the IBAC situation? We haven't seen Darren Jesus just yet, and we'll see him in the next few weeks. They did want to see Crouch's arm, and it looked good, and they wanted to see the defense, and it looked very good. And they knew coming in about that IBAC situation that Jesus was out. So if you talk to people around town, they think, well, this is a good opportunity with TCU to work into younger guys before Derek Dietrich comes back. Because Dietrich won the job outright, and he is the best tailback they have. See 3 walls up the middle, the back of the fullback. Game to 2 yards. What do you think about that game tomorrow? That kickoff last week with Georgia Tech, with Syracuse. Well, I think it's going to be a pretty good game. And again, it's an opening day game, so a lot of questions will be answered. Of course, you've got a situation. I'm sure it'll be a somewhat sloppy game like this one was, as always it is on opening day. I'm really curious to find out what Georgia O'Leary has at Georgia Tech. A lot of people are saying this is the year that Florida State may not get through the ACC unbeaten. And the big key is he lost Ralph Friedman who went to Maryland. He was the guy that pulled the strings offensively. Ralph throwing again. He looks at this, he's trying to make a one-hand catch, but couldn't hang on. Looking right downstairs to Todd Harris.
All right, Michael, here's the story. The trainer just told me he remained conscious the whole time he was out there, but he was very in-depth. It was a neck injury, so for caution reasons, they mobilized him, took him off, they're going to take him in and have x-rays because whenever it's in that area, they don't want to mess around with it. But he's got that mobility in his hands and his feet, and that's what he's done.
That's the most important news. Thank you, Todd. Very glad to hear that. TCU faithful back in the Memphis, Lexington, Dallas, Fort Worth. We're glad to hear that as well. 2 minutes, 1 second left. Final quarter here. How do you think your alma mater will do tomorrow? I think Syracuse has to stop the quarterback issue. I hear great things about Cecil Howard, the freshman, but Troy News, the experienced guys, can get a shot as well. Tight end pass, Galladay! Couldn't hang on. The penalty marker is down as well. Much like in Nebraska, Jim, you've got to have a quarterback who can run the show with these option offenses. We see the value of that with Eric Krause here, who I think took a late hit. TCU is going to be penalized for roughing the quarterback. Mike, I started to ask this of you earlier.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, first down.
But I want your Heisman.
You can't see. What about you?
I mean, come on. We were talking about this the other day. You had some strong ideas. You know, Joey Harrington is so good. If you remind folks about the Little League weekend that they had here on ABC Sports, Joey Harrington is so good. People have gotten lost in the hype. That's the school trying to publicize the school and the player. And maybe you don't believe in that. But Joey Harrington's the real deal, as you guys see out there in the Pac-10. Chris Kitton, some people still argue that Major Applewhite can be the starter. I think Chris has what it takes. As Richby is tied up for a 3-yard loss, I think Chris has what it takes, not just to be a quarterback, but a very, very good quarterback.
Well, and I know you like Damian Anderson as well. So there are a lot of good candidates.
Absolutely. Today's Chevrolet players of the game. Still with Marcus McDonald, the linebacker from TCU, 4 tackles for loss, and Eric Krause, who do it all for Nebraska, became the total offense leader for the Cornhuskers here today. In recognition of their efforts, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's General Scholarship Fund. Richby runs up the middle. Deontay gets the 19-yard line. Anybody else on that list, Tim? In your mind?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think of Dorsey. Dorsey's the guy that will certainly get the most. Ken Dorsey down in Miami, the quarterback down there. You mentioned Ken Simonson, sports at Oregon State. Chris Sims, you mentioned Eric Krause Hughes. Who else?
Well, the fact that we're hearing 8 or 10 names signifies that it's a wide open race, and it will be a fun one because it will develop as the season goes on. Forget West Coast bias, the East Coast media that people talk about all the time. On the field, you watch the games on ABC this year, you'll find out who's guys anyway. There are plenty of good games this year, and crossover games too. You guys will have 2 great crossover games coming up with Wisconsin and Oregon, and then Michigan, Washington back-to-back weeks.
Without a doubt. And also, as the season progresses, I think a lot of it depends on how their teams are doing as well.
That should do it, and the play clock is not started yet. Nebraska's going to walk out of here with a win, not as big as some folks thought it would be, but big enough to count, and TCU will walk out of here with a lot of respect. Jimmy, I enjoyed it, pal. Thanks.